Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight is going to be an amazing night. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, Charlotte. Hi, Celeste. Who else do we have here? Okay, I see Holly, Pam, Dahlia, Melissa. Hello. Some new people too. Hi, Corey, Yee. Oh, I see some returning people who, Laura. All right, Andrew. Hello. So many awesome people here. Friends, do me a favor. Let us know if you're comfortable with this, where you are joining from in the chat. If you, again, don't disclose too much information, but I always love seeing if you want to drop it in the chat. You can say what state or what city you're joining from. Love that. Oh, I see a lot of familiar faces now. I got tons of windows here. Jade, hello. Awesome. Yeah, let us know. Ooh, this chat is lighting up. Holy cow. Rochester, San Francisco Bay, Southern California, DC. Fun fact, I was born in DC. Fort Worth. Ooh, what else do we have? Nashville. Holy cow. Pennsylvania, Minneapolis, Central New Jersey. Do we have any international people so far? We just did a study recently on how many people we have from where in the world. A lot of people. Okay, super exciting. Vancouver. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Well, friends, I'm so excited to have you here. Tonight is going to be an amazing night. And this is one of my, not only my favorite nights of the year, but this is one of my favorite moments of that night because you are all together in a way in which you could not be anywhere else in the world, right? We are all together. No physical building could have us in one place like this. And this is just the beginning. So before I start, I just want to say that tonight is going to be a transformational night and it's going to be a bright future. And I hope that you can feel it. So please let me know in the chat if you are excited to be here this evening and if you're excited to learn what we've got in store for you. And I hope the answer is yes. Oh, I'm already seeing some love. Hi, Miss Katie. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. So we're going to get started, friends. We have much to cover, and I know that you are excited. So look, people come here usually asking to learn about the community, learn about the education, learn about all the expert guidance, and that's all going to happen. You're going to get all of that tonight. And people also come here looking for something that I've noticed for the last 6 years or so is that they want to learn more from us. They want to learn more from people that can help. And they find them. You find your people. In fact, right after the open house, this happens all the time. I always say this, but families will reach out to me and say, my kid already made a friend, or can we take a class with so and so, or what's so and so's schedule because we connected with someone in the breakout room. I kid you not. That said, something else happens, which is that people find themselves here. People find a home where they belong. If we haven't met before, my name is Mr. Sam. I'm the founder here at Young Scholars Academy, and I am thrilled to have you in our virtual auditorium. Pretty soon, we'll be breaking off and going into virtual classrooms. You're going to meet all these amazing mentors here tonight, and we're going to connect, build relationships, learn about what this year can look like, and we're going to discover a heck of a lot more. Before I go on and tell you about how awesome I think this place is and what you're going to learn, I want to share one thing from someone else that's more qualified to speak about this community.
I think something I was worried about with like taking online classes was kind of just like being able to just like be a fly on the wall and kind of not really interact, which isn't something I super wanted, but it was very immediately clear that that's not what it was going to be because like I mean no one's going to force you to speak obviously, but because there are smaller cohorts, it's very possible to like genuinely on like a deep intellectual level get to know the other students and their opinions and like bounce off of each other, especially in like the more social studies type classes. I'm also taking two history classes and it's really cool that we are allowed to like comment on it and we are asked like how does that make you feel? You know, like what are your thoughts about this? What are your opinions on it? And actually develop critical thinking about these kinds of things in a way that is being engaged and not just like, hey, what did that what was that thing that was just said? Recite it for me now. Because that's not learning and it's not growing either.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Isn't that magical? So, this is a student inside our community. First of all, just looking at the chat, look at all the love that this one student is getting. You've got other kids shouting out Sapros. You've got teachers. I mean, there's just so much. Oh, could some people not hear the video? Could you not hear it? Give me a thumbs up if you could hear the video. Okay, great. All right. I saw a couple people saying no. Look, this is something, the day before this video was recorded, I was on the verge of tears with Sapros and mom. They were at the doctor's office and we were all talking together, just talking about what this community meant. And I was almost crying about how lucky we are to have Sapros, and clearly our teachers agree. Uh, this is just par for the course about what this community looks like from the inside. This next one I want to share with you quickly is just a little screenshot of an email that I got this morning. I wasn't planning on sharing this one today because I wasn't planning on receiving it today. But I got an email right before this from our very own Emmy here that I want to share with you. Emmy wrote this email this morning. So again, I literally wasn't planning this. You can see the time on there, 11 a.m. almost. Emmy said, YSA is a noun. The best place to find your tribe, the place where teachers who understand the kids they're teaching want to teach and make learning fun. YSA nurtures the spark in every student, giving space for that one little spark to become a flame of hope and passion. YSA is more than a couple of classes, it's a sanctuary, a safe haven to grow and learn. Mr. Sam and YSA have given me gifts I will carry forever. Emmy. P.S. Please tell Mr. Sam I'm super excited for the open house and I can't wait to see him. This is just an example again of what this community means. Our kids are excited about the events, right? That is community. When you have rituals and belonging and membership. I get goosebumps already. It's what, 7 minutes in. Count that. Okay, so I just want to share that with you for a moment. This is something that is so special, and whether you're new and you're going to discover it for yourself, or you've been here before and you're going to find it again, there's so much in store for you. So, quick little note here. Whatever you do, make sure you stay till the end. We are going to be here for 2 hours and it's going to fly. You're going to be with teachers for an hour floating around. Every family who stays here tonight is going to have a chance to walk away with more than just what Sapros and Emmy said. Tonight, you're going to be eligible to get thousands of dollars of resources, free classes, 50% off classes. And we're going to have over $40,000 in giveaways and community availability bonuses that you can get tonight. So it's going to be absolutely bananas. Bonuses, giveaways, surprises, and all kinds of stuff that I've been waiting all year for. But before we get to that, let me just ask a quick question. This is a very serious one. I'm going to kind of change the tone for a moment, maybe become a little somber here. But I just want to ask how many of us or students have these strengths and you feel like the world maybe focuses on what you struggle with. You can raise your hand or you can let me know in the chat. You feel like you're really strong, you're really good at something, but other people, teachers, maybe the system, focus on what you struggle with. And I know that story. We know that story. And you can have all these things that are great and the world focuses on what you're bad at. And it can feel like crud, right? Before long, you can start to believe it. So if you said yes, that's you. If you raised your hand, if you said yes in the chat, then tonight is for you and you are not alone. Look around, there's already people who agree with you. Okay? You are in a community of hundreds of families and mentors just like you. And I want to share something personally with you for a moment. I spent most of my academic life feeling stupid. Not because I am, not because I was, but because the system was so focused on what I was bad at and fixing it. My report cards and parent-teacher conferences and interventions and detentions. I shouldn't say that, but all of it pointed to the gaps and the deficits and the things that I couldn't do as well as other people, right? As the famous quote, if you've ever heard this, it's attributed to Mark Twain, which says that if you judge a fish based on its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life feeling stupid, right? And that's largely the education system. And the attention is on our struggles. So I spent years believing they were true. And it wasn't until later in life that I started leading with what I was actually great at. And that's when things started to unlock. Myself and all the amazing teachers you see here with these cool backgrounds have dedicated our lives to building this community to help you. That's why Young Scholars Academy exists. We're not here to fix. We're not here to look at what's quote unquote wrong. We're here to ignite what's right, like Emmy just said, to sparks, to fires, right? We built a whole village around the belief that when we lead with strengths, everything else rises up too. And our kids don't need to change themselves. They just need to change their seat. They just need to find the right place to be, right? And that's what this community is about. And this started as a dream, and you are inside that dream right now. So I am so excited to join you and go on this quest tonight. All right, let's get into the good stuff here. Let me give you a little overview of what you can expect. So tonight we're going to be discovering what is new at Young Scholars Academy. We're going to give a little overview of all the courses. There's over 150 of them, and over 64% of them are brand spanking new. So yes, returning families, there's a lot to look forward to. We're going to be meeting mentors, new and returning. We're going to then send our returning families into breakout rooms and keep the new families for an extra 7 minutes or so. And then we'll send everyone into breakout rooms. And I want you to treat this like a back to school night. And I really mean that. So do me a favor for a moment, please. Try to cancel any distractions, if you will. If you have your phone out or you're on social media, if you could just try to put that away, if you could try to be as present as possible. We only do this once a year. You can imagine it takes us months to plan this. if you can please try to show up and be as present as possible. Also, if you could rename yourself, if you're a YSA family or just a parent here and you're with a kiddo, can you rename yourself? I love seeing like Erasto, I see, and let's see some other examples here. Let me click through Cora and Mom. Right, that's great. If you can rename yourself and let us know who you are as a parent and who you are as a kiddo, that's so helpful. Think of it like a name tag at an open house. Okay. And can you do me one other favor? If you know someone who should be here right now, if you know a family who is like, oh my God, they would totally get so much out of this, can you let them know about this event? Can you take a second and send them the invitation to this event? Just take 1 second and invite them because you might give them one of the most important gifts ever. If you can just grab that email, that Zoom link that you use to get in here, and just forward it over to someone, copy and paste it in a text, whatever you need to do. They will thank you later. Okay, so let's jump in. We're going to get into a couple quick new things here. I've got a bunch of new ones, and we'll get you meeting those teachers very soon. So, what is new? The answer? A lot. I'm going to share about 7 things with you. The biggest update that I want to share with you is that we've completely redesigned Young Scholars Academy. Over the years, I've noticed that we have 3 types of kids who come here. Okay, we have our enrichment students, we have our homeschool students, and we have our college prep, adulting students. And so what we've done is we've actually created a special offer that's just for those types of students. So if you're a homeschooler, you can be a part of a community. Odds are you're looking for community, you're looking for legitimacy for your homeschool journey. You want maybe social daytime home base where you belong and where you're with other homeschoolers. If you are an enrichment student, maybe you're just bored at school. Maybe you need some depth or complexity. Maybe the real learning starts when school ends and you go on Reddit or YouTube or whatever your pick your poison, right? This is a community where you can do whatever you're doing in the dark alone in the light with other people, right? And maybe you're a college prep student and you're looking for a way. Maybe you have a messy transcript. You're super bright, but maybe struggling with those executive function skills or getting buried by the busy work that comes in other AP courses. We have a program for you. So there's so much, whatever door you walk through, there's going to be so much value for you on the other side. And I'm going to unpack all this with you later. More on that later. Update number 2. This is the one time a year that you can take all your courses. That's pretty obvious, but I want to state it. In the fall, we start 32 and 36 week long courses. And let me just tell you across the board, families who take these experience way more happiness, way more belonging, way more friendship, way more connection, way more depth, way more complexity, because you are taking classes from August all the way to May, right? The same troop of 5 or 4 kids traveling all year, going on a Dungeon and Dragon quest. By the way, we have a 4-year Dungeon and Dragon game still going. A D&D game's been going for 4 years here, Tuesday night at 5 p.m. They keep it going. So that's what I'm talking about, like being able to just continue and stay with that group, and have that belonging, have the wins, have the happiness, and trust. Okay, another exciting one. Some of you know we are already WASC accredited, so you can get credit for our classes. That happened last year. It's big news. This year, the amazing Michelle, who's our intern, is joining our team, is helping us get accredited through A through G. And if you're not familiar with that essentially means that the California school system, which is one of the most rigorous state systems, will give you credit towards applying there and ultimately give you like transcript level classes. So what does that mean? That means that if you're homeschooling, then you get the legitimacy of homeschooling, right? You can show that you're part of a WASC school that's A through G accredited, and you can go into state colleges. If you are not homeschooling, maybe you go to a school, depending on if your primary school cooperates, you can report these classes on your transcript. Okay, so just one more way to show the world how bright you are and how much you have to offer and how legit your journey is. Because again, a lot of us have these messy transcripts where you might have a bunch of A's and a bunch of F's and nothing in between, right? So this is a great way to show the world how bright you are and just get credibility. Okay, so more on that later. But I do want to explain there's going to be 2 ways to enroll this year. This is totally new. Families have been asking for this for years. This year, you can enroll for classes just as enrichment, like you always have, or you can enroll for classes to be on a transcript. And that means that we're going to actually have you do some outside class work because we now are getting more pressure because we're being accredited. We have to have you do more work, okay, to show that you have to have more mastery and more contact hours. So more on this later, I'll explain. But just know that almost every class can be taken 2 different ways: for credit or pure enrichment. Okay, more on that later. You choose what fits your family. Next one, I'm really excited to share this. Many of you know we have this awesome virtual village and we have this campus. And for those of you who haven't seen this before, our students can connect every day. We have proximity video chat. You see here how it's just me for a moment. Everybody walked away from me, sad face. And then people walk near me again in this video game and it turns into a Zoom call, right? This is our virtual campus. This is what we're using to connect students. And this is one of the key elements of Young Scholars Academy is that you have a place to belong, to bump into other kids, to hang out with peers, and you have that all in between classes so you can have fun and hang out, just like you would at a real school in person. We have that together. And are you ready for this? Families who enroll before tomorrow, we're going to give you that for parents. What? We're going to make a parent version of this. And parents, you have to be on your best behavior or I'll close it down. But we're going to have a version of this where parents can hang out, connect, have a great time, socialize, maybe drink some wine, just get together and just build relationships, right? So this is going to be something that's open for families who enroll before midnight tomorrow, Thursday, and for our families who enroll in those three all access passes I mentioned earlier, the college prep, the homeschool, and the enrichment. Again, more on that later. Really excited about that. But wait, there's more. So yeah, that's the parent version is coming. And one other thing that I want to mention to you is we have a bunch of new mentors. You're going to meet them very soon. We have Alex, Dr. Eric, Monica, Suri, and Mr. Rob have joined us this year. And so you're going to be meeting those amazing mentors, plus all of the incredible teachers that we already have. These teachers are bringing some major expertise, a college professor, AP courses, competition math, VR, astronomy, and satellites, trigonometry, fantasy botany, college prep skills taught by a real professor, a year-long filmmaking masterclass, Civil War through the eyes of Lincoln, AI vibe coding, a lot. Okay, so there's going to be so much. Plus, as I mentioned, 64% of our courses are new this year. So many of them have been completely redesigned. So if you took 2 years of cryptography and hacking, it's a brand new class this year and you can start all over. Okay, so lots of new excitement there for you. And I've got two more little updates for you here. We are serving, oh, adding to our mentors there. We are serving ages 5 to 25. We did a small pilot last fall to see if this would work. I am so passionate about this. This is one of the most underserved groups, kids, adults 19 to 25, right? Why? You turn 18, all of a sudden the services stop. If you are a neurodivergent person, you are asynchronous. That means you might need support beyond the age of 18. So guess what? We're going to be a part of the solution and not the problem. If you're looking for extra belonging, acceleration, a place to do what you do, but with other people, this is that place. And by the way, you can take classes just like everyone else, make friends, learn what you like, and do it with other people. What a novel idea. Okay. By the way, one more cool announcement for you. T-shirts. Okay. We're going to be giving everyone who signs up for the gold all access pass, so whether it's enrichment, college prep, or homeschool, we're going to be mailing you t-shirts. So I've always wanted to do this for 6 years and we're finally doing it. So if you sign up for those passes, we're going to mail you t-shirts. These are the teacher ones, sorry, but we will get them to you. Uh, it says it's about square pegs. So more on that later, but I'm really excited to share that with you. Okay, now let's get to the good stuff. Why are you here? Because you want to learn about our courses and meet our teachers. Okay, so let's get to that. This is time to meet our mentors. Just a quick heads up, pro tip, take screenshots, okay? Get your notebook out. This is going to go quick. Teachers, I'm going to ask you to unmute quickly. Families, we've had a few teachers who had to cancel last minute. Coach Hughes' son is in the hospital right now, which is really sad. Um, Miss Wish's son needs to get picked up from sleepaway camp because he's sick. And Mr. Mark may or may not be here because he has an opportunity to drive 3 hours to get poisonous reptiles so we can show them off in camp tomorrow. So that's literally the message I got. And I was like, I can't be mad at you, even though I wish you were here. So lots to explore. So again, teachers, when we get to you, I'm just going to ask you to unmute, say who you are, and just say hi, and I'll read your classes, and then we'll open up your rooms as soon as possible. All right, let's get to it. Here's our amazing dream team here. Okay, first we have Miss Katie. Miss Katie, do you want to say hi? Read this out now. There you go.
Hi everybody. I came in like a minute late because I was teaching the film class right before this, so that might be why. But
For shame.
yes,
Okay,
we were
doing your
having
job.
an excellent time discussing Singing in the Rain. But yeah, hi everybody. I'm the music and advocacy mentor, and I'm happy to meet all you.
Thank you, Miss Katie. And Miss Katie just played a song for me yesterday. I don't have time to play it tonight, but a song about being twice exceptional, and it was absolutely beautiful. It moved me to tears. And just this is the kind of thing that's happening here is that our mentors are really walking the walk. Here are the courses that Miss Katie is going to be offering this year. Album deep dives. We have an LGBTQ plus GSA group that's continuing. Music theory. You can see we put little tags on the new stuff. New film class. Music making. It's like our old songwriting but bigger. We have a protest music and history class. I think this one's already almost full. And, oops, that's it. So lots of exciting stuff happening there with the amazing Miss Katie. All right, Miss Megan cannot be here tonight. She is teaching D&D. Megan is our D&D dungeon master and is doing one thing and doing a lot of it. She's the one that has the 4-year D&D class. So you get the idea. Community, belonging, and consistency. We have the amazing Amy, and Amy is a new mama. So we have our first YSA baby. Amy, do you want to say hi?
Hi, folks. Back from maternity leave for just a couple of classes. Very excited to be back with y'all.
So excited that you are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we
Thank
have
you.
a new YSA mama. So we have a new YSA baby. So Amy's going to be doing digital art this year, guns, germs, and steel. So looking at industry, warfare, biological effects of history, weapons of mass communication, which is our propaganda class, Kerbal Space, technical drawing, our fellowship passion project course, which is a year-long course for those of you who are new that explores helping students develop their passions, whether it's code a video game, write a book, or write a bunch of books like we did this year, fan fiction, make a solar oven, you name it. And then we have the incredible Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson, you want to say hi?
Yay, I'm excited. Hello. And this semester we're doing Peter Pan in theater.
Ooh. Okay, good to know. Hello there, Miss Jackson. So Miss Jackson is, yes, as you mentioned, our improv and theater person and is taking Girls Club this year, is teaching creative writing and our friendship clubs. And I want to just explain this for a quick second. New families, I'll get into this more for you later. When you enroll in 3 or more classes, we give you this class at no extra cost. Okay, so just like you would get a brick and mortar school, would have you homeroom or advisory, we do the same thing here. And the whole idea is a consistent place for you to belong, check in, not like learn or have to take classes, but share your interests, present on your poison dart frogs, talk about the Minecraft build you're doing, whatever it is. And then we also have our story building class as well. And there's a parent club, which is a massive thing that has totally taken life of its own. Um, okay, Coach Hughes cannot be here tonight. Again, her son is unfortunately in the hospital and wishing them healing energy and love. Coach Hughes is former criminal defense lawyer who is teaching AP government, mock trial, speech and debate competitive level. You know who you are. Speech and debate regular, model UN for the first time. We've been trying to do this for 2 to 3 years, and a regular US government and civics class. So really excited about her offerings this year. Definitely gonna want to be there. Miss Wish also can't be here because she has a sicky kiddo. Miss Wish is going to be doing Among Us, Roblox, video game literary analysis. Check that out. We're taking video games and doing character analysis, breaking down story arc, all the stuff that you would do in a literary class in a video game class. And then, because why not? Roblox Shakespeare. Yes, we're putting on plays and doing Shakespeare inside of a game. Why not? Because that's awesome and we can. So let's. All right, next we have Hushback. Hushback, do you want to say hi?
Hi everyone. It's so good to see so many of you here.
Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Okay, so Hushback is in charge of all the adulting stuff. And we talked about those tracks before. This is like the college prep track. So Adulting and Thriving, which is our year-long course helping students get ready for college and beyond. And then we have our executive function class as well. So a lot of awesomeness. Miss Nicole, do you want to say hi?
Hi everyone. Glad to be here. Can't wait to meet everybody.
Talk about some history there. Miss Nicole is going to have to leave early tonight, so just a heads up, if you want to see her, please go visit her before 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Um, all things history, dark history, history detectives, horrifying history, because yes, these are all different gradients. Mythology, fantastic beasts, and one of our, I think our most popular one this summer, designing addictive video games, looking at video game psychology and applying that to actually the highest level, right? Which is to create. So we can reverse engineer and understand these components that are and these powers that are at play against us. Okay, much going on here. Whoops, I went backwards instead of forwards. Let's try this again. Miss L, do you want to say hello?
Hi everyone, I'm super excited to meet my curious makers and my gamers this year.
We are so excited. Thank you, Miss L. Miss L is doing Among Us, Minecraft All Editions, Geometry Dash, and Minecraft Bedrock Survive and Thrive. Just want to differentiate. Survive and Thrive is in server. Among Us, All Editions means that you're building in your own games and sharing and still learning and growing and developing and so forth. We're also doing STEAM Inventors, which is a hands-on science class, and then Animal Crossing as well. So a bunch of classes there. Again, take those notes, everyone. You're going to have a lot of people to see. We have over 100 people in here. Jenny, do you want to say hello, Jenny? Hopefully we made Jenny a co-host. I don't know if we've done that yet. I don't think we did. I also don't see Jenny. Jenny, are you here? Yes, you are. Okay, I think I have to do that because I'm the host. Let's make you a co-host. Sorry. Okay, you should be able to unmute now. No? Oh, I forgot to click the second button. Timeout. Hold on. Technical difficulties, everybody. Making you a co-host. Yes. Did that work?
There it is.
Yeah.
That's it. Hi, everyone. I'm Jenny. I teach art, math, and gaming. I'm super excited to see some of my old friends and hopefully make some new ones.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Jenny. And sorry about that. Jenny's going to be doing Pokemon paper crafts. So if you think like origami adjacent, and cutouts and all the like, Minecraft multiplication math, and Mecha Chameleon, which we just added today. So really excited about that. Yes, we are building rockets and flying them at the same time. Next, we have one of our new mentors, Monica. Do you want to say hello, Monica?
Hello. I'm looking forward to meeting everybody and finding out everybody's growing ambitions.
Ooh, I like that. I want to come hang out with you. Okay, Monica's going to be doing fellowship class, which again, this is our year-long passion class. It's always co-taught, so we have a STEM person and a humanities person. And then we're going to be doing Creature Lab, a lot of new exciting stuff. AP Biology, by the way, this is actually as an at-home science kit that's mailed to you. You're actually doing biology at home. Ecology field detective, excuse me. Fantasy botany. We're doing a homework help study hall class. We're doing executive function skills and actually getting some work done. Horticulture, which is a like 1 semester long class, and then we have the full year class where you actually grow a full garden. We're Stardew Valley for those gamers out there. STEMology, science meets mythology, and vector art. So Monica's going to be busy this year. Lots of cool stuff going on there, and we're really excited. Next, we have Suri. Suri, do you want to say hello?
Everyone, I'm Sudhi. I'm super excited to be here and I love math a lot.
Fun fact, by the way, Suri is actually a former student of mine, which tells you that I'm getting old because I taught someone who now teaches here. We don't need to talk about it. Okay, next we have Suri's classes, Accelerated Math, AP Calculus AB, Geometry, Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Graph Math, which is fun math, Pre-algebra, trig, pre-calc, and contest math. This is for those of you competitive mathletes. Now, I just want to say something. This is for you homeschoolers who are really saying like, give us traditional math, but fun, okay? Suri is your person. You're going to love this. You're going to love it at the high level, and it's flexible. I was just talking at Davidson with some families. They're like, hey, I have an 11-year-old who wants calculus. Perfect. We're the place for you. Come talk to us. So please know if the grades don't align, come talk to us. Okay, next we have Alex, who saved the day and made our website today. Alex, do you want to say hello?
Hey everybody, I'm Alex, and yeah, I was working on the website today and trying to get that up, and I'm also teaching a bunch of programming and game development classes and other kind of tech-related stuff. So I'm excited to meet you all.
Here's a revolutionary idea. We've had like a 10-week project going on where our website was just totally not working, and our developer was like, I give up on you guys. And I thought, wait, what are we going to do? We're stuck. And then I realized we have a website development teacher, strength-based program, right? Alex saved the day. And in one day got our website up after more than 2 months. We have 3D printing, AI safety and ethics. This is the most demanded class from last year. AI vibe coding. Okay, one of the biggest expanding spaces in the world right now. Arduino robotics, Blender 3D, game design, modeling, and animation, cryptography, codes, puzzles, and ciphers. Notice every class is new, even if you took it at YSA before. We have a new teacher doing it differently. There's more, but wait. Linux engineering, making motion and heat sensors at home. Parents, get ready for your kid to make alarms and traps and things. Satisfactory factory engineering, VR mixed reality. I just want to shout out real quick. I bragged about this before. Alex actually worked for Meta and coded the Meta goggles. I always forget the name. I forget the name. And did like commercials for Target and VR experiences. So when we talk about our mentors walking the walk, that's it. Unity video game creators and web developers. Again, novel idea, Sam. Have your web developer teacher work on your website. And thank you, he did. Okay, next we have Dr. Eric, one of our new teachers here. Dr. Eric, do you want to say hello?
Hey everyone. I've enjoyed the summer and I've enjoyed meeting a bunch of you students and I'm excited for fall.
I love it. All right. I got to just say, I love when new teachers join us and thank me for the classes because they get to teach amazing kids. They're like, thank you for letting me do this. I'm like, thank you, because the kids are so awesome here. This year we have Dr. Eric's a professor teaching college admission essays, ecology and culture, kind of science and culture class there, ethnic studies, gender studies, ethics, college prep taught by a professor, so some college life skills, as well as graphic novel, looking at Moss, sociology, working on the fellowship passion project class, and we have sociology for adults. That was supposed to say, I messed that up, and kids in justice. So social justice class. So lots of awesome sauce there. Next, we have Mr. Malachi. Mr. Malachi, were you able to make it? I know you were someone who's going to come late because you had another obligation. And maybe you are not here. Do we see Mr. Malachi? I think
Not here yet.
Okay, he said he would be here in about 3 minutes, so shame on me. Mr. Malachi will be here soon. Mr. Malachi does the Fellowship Passion Project class, Astroneer, so there's lots of astronaut stuff this year. Chess, logic puzzles, Rubik's cubing, and Rubik's Cube speed solving. We had there, I just saw Emmy hold up a cube. We had 2 first-time solves today. We've had students go from never touching a cube to competing in person in 4 months, and there's new solves happening all the time. I love it. I love it. I love it. We have Nelson, who could not be here tonight because he is a marching band person and they're doing something. Nelson does all things warfare. So tools of war, World War I, World War II weapons. And for those of you who like theaters that start with E, the Eastern and European theaters of World War II for funsies. Next, we have Jake. Hello, Jake.
Hey, everybody. Great to be here. Great to see everybody.
Thank you, Jake, for being here. Jake is at an education and neurodiversity conference right now and is joining us for 30 minutes. So he's another person you're going to want to see before 6 p.m. Pacific. And also, Jake loves his Halloween background and won't give it up. Okay, so Jake's course is AP English Literature, Civilization Building, Pop Culture Discourse, AP Psych, Philosophy and Big Ideas, YouTube and Twitch streaming. Oops. And that's it. Next, we have another new teacher, Mr. Rob. Mr. Rob, do you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody. It's great to be here and to meet everybody. I'm super excited to meet everyone and teach the fun stuff that I have planned.
We have some fun stuff. Thank you, Mr. Rob. Mr. Rob's got a bunch of amazing classes as well, wide range, like Monica. We have astronomy and satellites. We're looking at folklore, a filmmaking masterclass that's year-long, cryptozoology, folklore adjacent here, you know who you are, Civil War and Lincoln, video game history, screenwriting, video production, and World War II Pacific Theater and Naval Battles. Again, when I first started Young Scholars Academy, my first idea was, what if we did college level electives for 5-year-olds? And here is proof that we're doing that, right? World War II, what public school are you going to find World War II theater and naval battles? I think not. Okay, next we have Mr. Mark. And Mr. Mark, when you come on and say, will you just tell us what you were just doing before you were here and why you almost missed this?
Yeah, so I actually brought all 3 of us, made it safely on time. Let me pop this background off real quick. Don't worry, nothing crazy is going to happen on camera. This is a venomous snake I had an awesome opportunity to pick up. She's not named yet. So I saw Emmy, who's in one of my classes. Maybe you could help us out. But I had a great opportunity to rehome some of them. So we picked up 2 of those and made it just in time. So happy I made it on time to see everyone.
If you want to see venomous snakes, go visit Mr. Mark. I want to read the message to you that I got earlier today. Hey guys, really sorry, but I have to go out of town. I had a chance to locate 2 venomous species for class this week, and I have to pick them up. I thought I'd make it back in time. I'll let you know if something changes. I'm like, you belong here. This is Young Scholars Academy. So thank you for rushing and being safe with your venomous snakes. Mr. Mark is doing 2 classes this year, pre-vet, pre-med. And so there's a pre-veterinary sciences, pre-med sciences, and then our conceptual science class that's 36 weeks long, Science Explorers. So it's a fluid science class that goes through all the different domains. Lots of excitement there. Mr. Sean. Hello, Mr. Sean.
How's it going, everybody? Looking forward to some great adventures this year.
Yes, indeed. Mr. Sean has lots of different kinds of adventures. We have AP Human Geo, Dungeons and Dragons, Pokemon, Slay the Spire, which is brand new this year, fan fiction, Bellatra, which is new this summer and has really taken off. That's for our poker probability statistics folks. And we have more Wonders of the World, which is our geography and history class, kind of conceptually going through the wonders of the world. Map making, which is applicable to those of you who play D&D, by the way. We're talking about making interactive 3D maps and so forth. We have D&D campaign creators, and we have Dungeons and Dragons for our older students. Super exciting. Okay, here is the moment that I want to explain quickly. We are going to have all of our returning families. You know who you are if you've taken Young Scholars Academy classes before. We're going to please have you go into breakout rooms in a moment, okay? And I just want to share something. New families, you're going to stay with me for about 7 minutes. You're going to hear from Cora and Mom, and then I'll send you off into the rooms as well. But for our returning families, you will have all of the teachers that you can go visit. You'll see breakout rooms in a moment. And Ian and Corellia are going to be in rooms that you can go connect with. So Ian's going to be in a question and answer room where you can ask him questions about the semester or even sign up on the spot. And Corellia is going to be in a room so you can get more information, answer general questions, and maybe book a call if we need a one-to-one chat. So I just want you to know, visit the teachers. We're going to have an hour. Go move around. We'll make announcements every 5 minutes. And if you want to open those breakout rooms, let's do that real quick. And then new people, stay with me. If this is your first open house, you've never been to Young Scholars Academy before, stay with me, pretty please. Okay, let's see. So breakout rooms, if you haven't done this before, go down to the More button. You'll click below on the toolbar there, you'll click Breakout Rooms, and you will be able to see a list of rooms that have the teachers' names and what they're teaching. So you can jump around just like you would at a brick and mortar school. You're going to go float around and pick the rooms you want to go see. And every 5 minutes, we'll make an announcement. Okay? So if you go down breakout rooms, I'll give you a screenshot of what it should look like. It should look something like this. Let me put this in the chat. Here we go. All right, let's see. Wow, I don't even look at the chat for a minute. We have 93 responses and messages. Okay, so okay. So everyone, new people, stay with me. I'm going to jump right in and we will discuss, and then I promise to get you in those rooms as soon as possible. If any teachers are here and you're having an issue or anything, let me know. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it. I'm going to go back to my screen share in just a moment. Friends, I showed you a video before from a family who wanted to be here but couldn't be here tonight. And now we're going to have the chance to hear from a family. One of my favorite parts about these open houses is I ask all the teachers, hey, who's a good family to talk about what Young Scholars Academy means to them? And they just shower with a bunch of compliments. You should say this person, you should say this person. And one of the first people nominated was Cora. And so I'm really excited to welcome Cora and Brittany. And let me make, all right, is everything good?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so I have asked Cora and Brittany to join us tonight so they can share a little bit about Young Scholars Academy and their experience. So Cora, if I could start with you, pretty please. I'd like to know, what's your favorite thing about YSA? What's maybe one of the coolest things you've done or learned here?
Wait, what question was it?
Number one, what's your favorite thing about YSA and what's the coolest thing that you've done or learned here?
It was at my pace. I didn't have to feel rushed or anything.
I love that. That's so important.
What's one of the cool things you got to
Wait, so question 2? Are we skipping to question 2?
Let's go to question 2.
Okay.
Question 2 is, are there any special moments or anything that come to mind when you think about Young Scholars Academy?
When I did Scribble with Miss Jackson.
Tell me more.
I did Scribble.
What does that mean? What is Scribble?
Do you still have it? Or is it?
I don't. Was it just you and Miss Jackson for a long time?
It was just me and Miss Jackson for the day. No one else was there. Not Clara, not Aria.
Mm. And so you had a special moment with the teacher and you were able to do something that was fun? Okay, I love that. I love that. I know I got a really nice email from your mom about that too later. Um,
Yep.
can I ask you one more question, Cora?
Yes, question 3. I already got it written down.
Look at you. I'm impressed. Well, I'm going to say it out loud just so everybody knows what I want to ask you. The third question is, what would you tell someone who doesn't go here, the people in this room, and how would you describe Young Scholars Academy?
It would be at your pace. If you were having a bad day, the teacher would help you.
I love that.
That's what I have written down. The rest of my pages are empty.
Well, I absolutely love that. So what I heard you say was two things. You're saying that you like that it goes at your own pace, so it's built around you. And if you're having a tough day, it sounds like maybe the teachers are understanding. Okay. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Cora. Is there anything else that you want people to know or that you want to say about Young Scholars Academy and what it means to you?
I got nothing written down.
It doesn't have to be written. It could be something on the top of your head. And it doesn't have to be anything at all, by the way. You can be done.
I'm done.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You did a great job. Very brave. Let me go over to Mom really quick, Brittany, if that's okay with you. I want to ask you a couple of questions as well. So the first one is, before you came here, when you were in the place of other people in this room now, what were you maybe looking for that you couldn't find?
We were really looking for educators and mentors who really encouraged and supported Cora as an individual. People who wanted to be there to help guide her, but as she shows up exactly how she is, which are things that we kind of struggled finding in a traditional setting. I desperately attended an open house on a bleak wintry day for the spring semester. And I remember having some conversations with Mr. Sam about, well, you say all these things, but in our experience, those things don't end up working. And he kind of reassured me that he's heard that before and that it's different. And in our experience, or at least what Cora has expressed to me, is that it was different. The teachers actually just wanted to meet her and get to know her and enjoyed her for exactly who she was.
I appreciate that. I think that's so, I mean, every program is saying that they're different and they're doing a certain thing. And I think a lot of people have been burnt before. So I appreciate you saying that. Um, if I may, I have another one, which is you mentioned, this being a special place. Thank you, Cora. Is there or was there a moment that you knew this was that place for you?
I think there's two things that come to mind. One was the very first class. One of the other students who spoke earlier in this, I know she mentioned like that idea of the virtual classroom, not kind of knowing what that was going to look like. Could that really be authentic connection if it was all online? And I had really similar fears, especially for a kid who likes to get up and move around as they live their life. And it was the first class, it was girls club with Miss Anna, and all the class started. I was sitting with Cora because she asked me to be there. 6 young girls came on and there were voices everywhere.
Club?
Yeah, and I was like,
No.
how is this gonna...
Girls Club was only, it was Clara, me, and Aria, and
maybe it was Animal Crossing then.
yeah.
And I just remember thinking, how is this going to work? This is going to be chaos. And then the teacher just beautifully guided,
AKA
Miss Anna, who we dearly love, just guided the class in a way that I think I always thought educators would do, but had never experienced before. With Cora, there was no shaming, there was no interrupting kids. She literally was
doubting.
There was no doubting, Cora says. She was still able to get from point A to point B in the class, like with her educational plan, but it wasn't a straight line. It meandered through special interests and stories and things that all the students connected and wanted to say. And I was just so blown away that that could happen in a virtual space. And then kind of our second, we did have a bit of a kind of a rocky, I think, YSA experience in terms of we lost two of our teachers kind of mid semester, which was handled beautifully by everyone. There was a lot of communication and a lot of support. But for a kiddo who change is kind of a struggle, we were really nervous how that would go. But we ended up with Miss Jackson, and what a treat that was.
Write her down on my card.
But in our why YSA is special is towards the end of that semester, two of the students kind of left the class, and it was just her and Cora. And I was pretty sure that the teacher was just kind of gonna mail it in for the rest, because it was just one student. It would be pretty easy to just let her, just kind of show up and listen to Cora talk the whole time. But the engagement that Miss Jackson had with her it was pure connection. It was so amazing. Cora came out of each of those classes feeling seen and learned a new skill in terms of communicating.
To scribble.
Scribbling, stories. I was really, she could have chosen an easy out, but it was very clear that she really valued what she did and valued connecting with a student, and that's exactly what happened. And I feel like those are really two kind of very standout YSA experiences we have had in the very many different types of educational settings we have tried.
I appreciate that so much, and I think you covered really two things, which is one that it's never a straight line for our kids, and the journey is meanders and goes in all different directions, and number two, I think that idea of that connection and the relationship and the quality of teaching that's happening here, and just something I want to say quickly to our families, and I'm going to ask one more question to Brittany, which is when we ask our families, why do you keep coming back? They always say, without a doubt, these are the best teachers they've ever had. And I think that is evidenced by what you're saying. I'm going to jump to my last question here for you, which is, what would you tell a family who's sitting here right now where you were in that winter open house that is, where you were before?
I think that, right, I think that the virtual experience is authentic. The connections that are made are as real as they are in a in-person classroom. And also that in our experience, all 2E kids are so different and their needs are so different, and showing up and supporting them in educational settings are also different. But for our experience, for our 2E kiddo, if I could kind of go back and tell myself when I was frantically searching for something, was that these adult...
Here is YSA.
Here's YSA. Yeah, here. It is most of the things that it says it is. It is a place where adults actually value these students and their uniqueness. It's a place where they encourage the kids to show up exactly how they are. And I think I would just tell anyone who was thinking about it that it's worth the leap. And in our experience, it has been only adding joy to her educational experience.
Wow, that I think adding joy is the name of the game. And so thank you for saying that. And thank you both, Cora and Brittany. Thank you for being here and sharing your story. I think it's so helpful. Again, there's so many programs out there that can say whatever they want in marketing, but to hear it from one of our families who's open in the way you are and honest in the way you are, we really appreciate you. I want to also let me have you to go and check out the breakout rooms. I know you want to go talk to the teachers and see Miss Jackson and everything, so I'll send you off on your way. Thank you again, mentors. I'm going to if you need help, Brittany, if you go down to the breakout room button at the bottom, you can do that. Friends, new families, I'm going to quickly run through a few things and then I'll get you into those rooms in about 5 minutes. I just want to explain how this program works so that you can go into these meetings with the most understanding. And I hope that you're feeling what this family that we just heard from is feeling, which is that level of connection, that belonging, and everything that we just heard from Brittany and Cora. So let me jump in here right now and give you a little preview here. So a few things I'd like to share. Number one, just a little overview in terms of numbers. Young Scholars Academy has been around for 6 years. We're in 17 countries, 47 states, and DC. We've had over 1,200 students, taught over 4,000 courses and camps, and our classes are small. On average, we have about 5 kids, and 93% of our families re-enroll. Right, so people stick. They have community here, and they find it, and they come and they stay forever. We have 5 to 25-year-olds, and this year we're offering 150 courses. Holy ravioli, it's a lot. So how does this all work? Well, if you are homeschooling, you can use Young Scholars Academy as your one-stop shop. You could come here. We have families over here for 25 hours a week, and you can take all of your courses here if you'd like. If you are looking to be immersed in a strength-based community in that way, you can do that. If you are going to in-person school or online school full-time and you want to use this as a place for solace and after-school enrichment and fun learning, you can do that. Or if you're looking for a hybrid, some people might go to a school part-time and come to us on their other days. Whatever it is that you're doing, you can do that here at Young Scholars Academy, and we are really flexible. So we can be doing enrichment, we can be doing your central learning. It depends on you, okay? And I just like to underscore that. Let's talk about the what. There's 3 C's here. Think of these as the 3 pillars. If you're like, wait, how does this work? There's 3 things here. One, we believe that these are the key ingredients for success. And then if your student has this, if you have this, it helps feel better. It helps build a strength-based life. Number 1 is high college level content, stuff that our kids crave. Your kids are getting through the day and then they're going online and learning about stuff that kids their age aren't learning. Okay, they have curiosities and big brains and young bodies. So can we give them the space where they can learn how to VR code or look at World War I weapons or study propaganda or take a psychology or an AP calculus class at age 10? Right? So they need that. And because we know they need it, we need to give it to them because it's exponential. Number 2 is community of like-minded kids. All the research is clear. Neurodivergent kids, gifted and 2E kids, struggle to socialize with neurotypical kids. But when they're with other kids like them, they experience more belonging, more acceptance, more happiness, more positive self-affect. So I always say that our kids, because they have old brains and young bodies, they need to be with other people who have old brains and young bodies. Because someone else might be interested in, I don't know, playing with grass, and your kid's thinking about global warming, right? They're different kids, so they need to be with other kids. And I could go on about that. We have endless kids who just talk at people about their passions, and eventually they come here and someone talks back, and that's a friendship. Okay, they don't need to change; they just need to change their seats. And then number 3 is mentors. Our teachers are grown-up versions of your kids. I am twice exceptional. Our teachers are grown-up versions of your kids. And again, when I ask our parents, why do you come back? Why have you been here for 6 years? At our PTA, they say because these are the best darn teachers we've ever had. And you just heard it from Brittany. These teachers show up, and guess what? Many of them are homeschool parents and teach and have 2E and gifted kids who go here. Okay, so not only do they work here, but they also believe in the mission and they send their kids here. Okay, so again, we're just trying to make a better experience for our kids and give them the childhood that we wish we had. That's really what we're doing. Now, how does it work? It's an hour a week. These are 1 hour a week courses. So if you sign up for 36 weeks, a class meets roughly an hour a week. We have a fall, we have a spring. And again, the best experience is when you sign up for a 36-week long course because it stays together all year, right? It's predictable, it's constant, it's all the good stuff. One key thing that's really important that I like to understand is Friendship Social Club. As I mentioned this before, just like if you went to an in-person school, you sign up for 8 classes, they give you a home room. We do the same thing, but it's fun. Okay, so our kids are meeting each week. They're playing icebreaker games, sharing their passions every week. I gave the frog example earlier because that's one of my favorite ones. I visited a class last year and a kid had his terrarium and like 6 poison dart frogs. I learned a lot that day. So each week a kid takes turns playing and sharing their interests and talking about what they're working on, whether it's a robot they're building or whatever it might be. And again, you can enroll in this for no cost when you sign up for 3 classes. What does the schedule look like? I'm glad you asked. Here's an example of someone's schedule. This is just a random Tuesday of a student that I picked. So you could have Minecraft Redstone Engineering at 9 a.m. At 10 a.m., they could take Dungeons and Dragons. At 11 a.m., we have that proximity video game campus I showed you before, which is like video game meets Zoom. At 12, they could take speech and debate. At 1, they could take World War II Eastern Front, and at 2, they could take mythological creatures and where to find them. This is an example of a homeschool schedule, right? So this is a fully stacked day. Or maybe you have a kid who just wants to come and take a class at 5 p.m. because they go to school full time. Okay, so one thing that I like to mention, we believe that this work that we're doing is exponential. And I just want to underscore this for a quick moment. We have unlocked the secret, which is that our children have spent so much of their lives being told that they need to change or there's something wrong with them, like we mentioned before. And we know that's not the truth, right? We know that they need these 2 ingredients, which is the X and Y axis. And it's really obvious once I say this to you. Our kids need to look left and right and see people that look like them, and they need to look up and see an adult that looks like them, right? It's really simple. When you can do that, it works really well, right? It's a repeatable formula. We've done it for 6 years with over 1,000 families, and we can do it with your family too. When your kid does what they like with their people, and there's an adult who's an expert, it equals happy. It just works, right? It's obvious when I say it like that. Okay, a lot of things that people don't know. I just want to explain these really quickly because this drives me bananas. Inevitably, someone at the end of this will email me and say, I didn't know that. So I want to make sure that we fix this because it's like, I'm not a marketer. Like I was a teacher for 15 years and I started this program. So I'm not great at website stuff. Let me just say this so clear. If you're a little bit distracted, come back to me. Lend me your eyeballs and your ears. Lend me your orifices. This is really important. Thank you very much. I see Curium. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I say perk up. All right, I appreciate that. Look, there's a lot of programs out there that will say a lot of things, and this one is different, and here's why. Number one, our mentors talk about your kids every day. We have a group Slack channel. They meet, they share notes. Here's what Sapros is loving. You saw all the teachers get excited about Sapros. Teachers get together and connect about your kids. They talk about strengths, they talk about struggles, and they talk about how to help. Okay? The courses don't repeat. You can take classes for over 2 years. So if you're taking robotics and you're like, I've taken that, you can keep going. You can take debate forever. You can take most of these classes forever. So I just want to be super clear. If you took a camp this summer for 5 days, that's not going to touch a 36-week long course that you take for the next 3 years. Okay. Again, Social Club, I mentioned that. Enroll in 3 classes. You get that for free. Also, parents can use that. We have a parent social club. So let's just say, Winnie, if you sign up for 3 classes for your kiddo, you can take the parent social club and hang out with the other moms. It is a parent social club. Only moms show up. Let's change that, dads. 2026, big year. Okay, next, we have an exclusive parent Facebook group. This year, over the winter break, we had 2 parents exchange information and then fly across the country. Well, one flew from New England to Arizona and they hung out. So we had parents actually hang out. We have a Facebook group where parents exchange information, set up play dates, all that stuff. And again, this year we have the parent virtual campus for people who sign up before tomorrow. Okay, next, lots of cool stuff. A few more things. Many courses come with the Google Classroom. I just want to underscore this. It doesn't stop when the class ends. So if you have a kiddo who's taking speech and debate, or I don't know why I keep using speech and debate. I taught it for 15 years. If you have a student who's taking AP psychology, they have a Google Classroom. They can communicate with the teacher on there. There's assignments on there. They can get resources on there. They can upload their work on there, their robot videos of their project, their VR, all that. Another one, if kids miss sessions, we help, okay? We'll get you caught up. We'll reach out. We'll connect. We'll show up a couple minutes early. Our teachers go above and beyond. And the next one, nobody knows this. I do a terrible job of marketing. Number 3, we send weekly update emails every Friday. You have a bright kid who can have the best day of their life, and you say, what'd you learn today? And they're like, nothing. Or it was good, right? And it drives you nuts. They had like a life-changing moment, and then you're like, how'd it go? And they're like, good, right? It's right. So every Friday, we send you a 2-paragraph email. It says what happened in class and what your kid did, and it's all strength-based. What a revolutionary idea. And when you sign up for our all-access passes, at the end of the year, we give you a summative piece. So, no, someone asked a great question, Angie, and said, this is a funny thing. Okay, my name is Sam Young, and I was like, wouldn't it be cute if I started Young Scholars Academy? I never knew about Davidson 6 years ago. Now we're friends. I keynoted the retreat last year. I was just at the Davidson Summit. I actually see a lot of familiar faces. So it just so happens that my name is Young, and I thought it was cute. That said, we are not connected. We are partnered, affiliated. So you don't have to be a Davidson Young Scholar. In fact, many people who are not Davidson Young Scholars go here because you might be twice exceptional and it might be hard for you to get into a profoundly gifted program. We also have kids who are Davidson Young Scholars and want profoundly gifted programming, and we can do that here too. When your classes have 5 kids in them, you can do a lot. Okay, great question. So I just want to say a few extra things here, and then I promise to get you in those breakout rooms. We have small classes, we have mentors who care, we have weekly progress reports, and we catch you up. Okay. And I just want to make that abundantly clear. We are not OutSchool, right? We are not an online marketplace. I handpick every teacher. They only come to us by word of mouth. You can look at my website. There is no apply here. You don't get to apply here. You get invited to come here. All of our teachers are 2E or gifted, and they only come because families say you have to meet this teacher. They're amazing. Okay, so we are positive and strength based. All of our mentors are twice exceptional or gifted or neurodivergent. We have small classes. Every teacher is a content expert, right? Again, we have a teacher who worked for Meta and is now teaching kids how to do what he did. We don't require cameras. We don't require verbal participation. Show up how you are. Inevitably, you will show up fully, but we can start however you want. We have a parent community, and we don't give you busy work just because you are smart. We do the opposite. We give you complexity and depth without worksheets and all that junk. Okay. So again, I know I'm talking about our mentors. They're awesome. This is what I want to do, friends. I'm going to stop. I want you to go into those breakout rooms. I want you to have time with the teachers. So let me do this. I don't want anyone to stay here. Don't stay here and talk to me. I'm going to do a Q&A after. Okay. So do this pretty please with sugar on top. Go down below. There is a more button or a breakout button. If you have no breakout button, you'll have a more button, and it's 3 dots. And then you'll click that and you should see breakout rooms. Okay. I'm going to screenshot that and show you what it looks like. And then go visit teachers. Yes, Melissa.
I just wanted to say thank you. This has been amazing. And
Thank you.
Stay for the whole 2 hours, but I'm so impressed.
I am so grateful to you for spending your night with us. Thank you for being so generous.
And the person, excuse me, the person that I wanted to introduce you to is Andy Snyder, who happens to be here. I don't know if he's around right now, but he joined to get familiar with what's going on. So just so you know that.
Appreciate you. Thank you. And a big shout out to you and all the professionals who come to this event and not only bring your families here, but also come here yourself. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out which classes are available for up to 25 because I've got a couple of clients that might work nicely for.
Let me give you a lightning quick screen share before you go.
Okay.
And then I'll give you the link. One moment, if you don't mind. Okay, I'm going to screen share something for you here. And I'm going to do this later, but because you're about to leave, I'll show you now.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Let me do this. And anyone who's here, this might be helpful. Okay, so this is our enrollment system. Again, the website's on the fritz right now, but let me reset it. It will look like this when you log in, and you go to fall. And then what we can do is we can just filter by age. So up here, if you click age and you just click 19 plus, that's the 19 to 25 age bracket. So right now we just have a small pilot for that age group. We're doing fan fiction, D&D, and sociology. And then if it sticks, we're going to throw more classes up against the wall as well.
Okay.
So I'll give you that link in the chat right now. And yeah, let me do that for you. Okay, here we go. I just put it in there, Melissa, and I'll direct message
Thank you.
as well. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, perfect.
Have an awesome
I'll talk to you
night.
soon.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Anyone else have any other questions? Again, I don't recommend talking to me. There's going to be time to do that after. I will stick around and answer all the questions. This is a good chance. Go down, click the 3 dots, click breakout rooms. Go float around and connect with those teachers. We still have over 20 minutes to go connect. And if you can't find those buttons, let me know and I'll be happy to do the best that I can to help you. Avita, Joy, sorry if I'm saying names wrong. Letitia, Melissa, Andrew, let me know if you need anything.
Recording in progress.
Hello. Who are you looking for?
Well, we just spoke to Jake. Yeah. About
Ooh, nice.
YouTube, and now we are looking for somebody who does animation, and we were going to come back technical art. I think Amy.
I would go see Amy and I
Mhm.
would go see Alex.
Alex. Okay. Thank
Yes, you are most welcome. And I would see Amy first because she has a baby and who knows if she's going to make it all night. So,
Oh yeah.
hello there, Tony.
Hi, Mr. Sam. How are
Oh,
you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very well. We're waiting for your ending giveaways.
Ooh, we got some good stuff tonight. Yeah.
We've enjoyed the breakouts though. It's been really
Excellent.
great. I feel like we're really part of this community tonight. I mean, we've always felt that way, but it's like we've missed you guys. We've only
We
done
missed you
one
this
summer.
summer.
Yeah, we're only doing one summer camp and it starts Monday, so we haven't even
Mm,
done that yet. So,
well, the feeling is mutual.
yeah.
I would say if you're interested, I would try to go meet the new teachers. Dr. Eric, I think, would be an interesting one.
Which one does he teach? We've actually
Dr.
talked to several. We talked to Dr. Rob. We talked to several of them. Monica talked to
Okay.
met the baby and Miss Amy.
Amy's baby.
Yeah.
The
So
talk of the night. Amy's
yeah,
the little.
Ian. We talked to Ian. I was
Okay.
ready to sign up, and I don't know. He felt.
Maybe
But
there's a bunch of people in the room or something.
yeah, I think he was. I said it's okay, Ian. I can do it myself anyway.
There's the overwhelm.
My husband reminded me of your giveaways. It's like, well, let's wait on the giveaways and
Well,
see what.
even if you signed up, we would of course refund you
Yeah.
if you won.
Okay.
But please go see Dr. Eric. He's doing the sort of sociology and college level classes. So um, social justice, sociology, ecology, and the Amazon. I think a lot of Mercy adjacent classes that I would go check out.
Yeah. Okay.
Ecology in the Amazon?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's I've talked to her about those. She wasn't real crazy about it, but I'll go.
Okay. Just
How
an
much
idea.
longer? How much longer until we come
We
back?
we have a 15 more minutes.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. There's
Gotcha.
time. Other
What about
questions in the room, everyone? Anyone stuck or not sure how to? Oh, you're on mute, Deborah, just so you know.
Sorry. I was
That's okay.
looking at the list of. I'm on an iPhone. This isn't so easy for me.
No.
I was looking at the list of breakout rooms. It's been really interesting. A
Tell
lot
me
of
which
terrific.
ones you want to see, and I can help you get there.
Oh, I'm just deciding what the next one is. I've
Oh,
already been
okay.
to 3 or 4 of them. They're fabulous.
Well, keep going. Don't let me interrupt.
Thanks. I'll figure it out in a second.
Okay. Oh, Ragoff is here. Hello, my friend.
Hi.
Long time no talk. I'm glad you're here. Ragoff, if you haven't done so, I would definitely recommend you go talk to Dr. Eric as well. He's our college professor, and Coach Hughes isn't here, who you would love, but I would go talk to Dr. Eric. If Jake is still here, I would talk to Jake, and I would go see Mr. Rob. I think you'll really dig those teachers. And he's gone. Let me know if anyone else has any questions. Hi there, Tarsha/Austin. I heard you just unmute. Did you have a question?
No, I was trying to switch breakout rooms. Sorry.
No, did you go see Alex yet?
Miss Katie's.
Okay, go see Alex next if you can, unless you have someone that you really want to see.
Okay. No, that sounds good.
I think Austin's gonna really like Alex.
Hi, Sam.
Hello there. How are
How
you?
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Uh, I'm Stephanie. We met
I
at
know who you
Davidson.
are. Fellow
Okay.
dyslexic.
Yeah. So I just spoke. Can I ask you a question? Am
Please. But
I?
just know I'm gonna do Q&A for like 20 minutes at the end of the night. So if you want to go meet teachers, we only have 12 minutes left.
Oh,
Up to you.
I'm done. I'm
Okay.
done. I just have both of my kids. I'm alone. I'm the only parent home right now, so I
Okay,
gotta
okay.
pop off. Um, I spoke to science teacher. Sorry, I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember his name.
Mr. Mark with the
And
beard?
yeah, and Surrey.
Mm-hmm.
And because what we're trying to do, so I've got a 7.5-year-old. He's skipping into third grade. He's ready for middle school math.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like even though the age ranges don't match up, that we'll be able to work that out. I spoke
Mm-hmm.
to your Q&A guy as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we say
And
everything is like a two-way street. So if you have a kid who's like several years off the age group, we just say, would they be a good fit with, let's say, teens, and would teens be a good fit with them? And if the answer is
yeah,
yes, then we try it. And then, you know,
yeah.
if it's not working out for whatever reason, we can always switch.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then yeah, I talked to him, Mark, about the science one because Eli's been ready for chemistry for 2 years and we have not been able to find the right opportunity until this. So, and yes,
Did you meet Monica?
no, is that another one who's
Please
doing
do
science?
that right now and then come back if you
Okay.
can.
Okay, cool. And then really quick before
Yeah.
I forget, we are able to just like pick one or two things, right?
Yes.
This isn't a full, okay, cool. I'll
Yeah,
look
yeah,
into
yeah.
that later.
So you can enroll a la carte,
Okay.
and people
Yeah,
do. We just recommend, you know, the bundle path if that works.
totally.
And I'm gonna explain the whole thing in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
But it ends up being like a 4 times savings. Like if you enroll in, let's say, 6 classes in one of the tracks,
Mhm.
you get 6 free.
Okay, cool. He's just doing public school full time, so it's more we're looking to supplement at this
Yeah,
point
yeah,
for
yeah.
what they can't provide. So I'm not sure he has time for six.
No, well, that's the homeschool example.
Oh
But
yeah.
we
Okay.
have like an enrichment version as well.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So yeah, if you can, I know you said you have to go soon. Go see Monica if you can.
Okay, I
And
will
then
right
even if
now.
you just want to like bring your phone with you and just listen in
Oh yeah,
tonight,
no, I'm
you
gonna
know.
put my headphones
Okay.
on in a sec. I just can't talk anymore after I
Gotcha, gotcha,
start.
gotcha.
I have a 4-year-old, so
I see, I see. Okay, well, go see
okay.
Monica.
Monica, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Everyone, if you have questions, we have about 10 minutes left, which means you could probably see 2 more rooms. And then again, I'm going to do Q&A until, you know, after. So I'll be here for you to do that later. Hello, Jen.
Oh, hey. I'm just sitting here. I'm like trying to find my way around. How are
How did I end up here? Do you need help looking for someone?
I'm just trying to because I had the age band, and so I'm looking at like the 9+
Mhm,
kind of
mhm, mhm.
classes to see what else is out there for us. But I talked to teacher Malachi. He was great. So
Yes, Malachi is.
I think Bryce would really like him.
Yeah,
So
okay. I shouldn't say this, we're being recorded, but we had a survey and asked families who were the teachers you're most excited to see, and Malachi was
yeah.
podium status, I'll say.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Well, he seems to have the fun gaming and problem solving, the chess. That's where my Bryce's brain goes. So
I would also go visit, I'm saying this a lot,
yeah.
I'd go visit Alex as well. And I would visit Mr. Rob.
Okay,
Oh,
Alex.
okay, wait, have you seen Sean yet?
No.
Okay, go to Sean first. I'm
Okay.
giving you homework. Sean,
Yes.
Alex, Rob.
And Rob.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. How do I find them?
Go down to the bottom.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the 3 dots. That's right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I will see you shortly.
Okay, I've got more people when you get back.
Okay.
Have fun.
Okay.
If anyone has questions, let me know. Again, I'm going to answer questions later. I want you to use this time to go visit teachers. About 8 minutes or so left. Oh, a bunch of people are signing up right now. Looks like 12 people have already signed up since we've been here. And again, friends, if you have questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Henry, did you visit Alex yet?
Yes, I did.
Did you visit Mr. Rob?
I have not, I don't think. I've been working my way through the.
Okay. We have 8 minutes left, buddy. So if you want to go visit some people, I would do that. I also think you'll really dig Monica.
Mr. Rock.
Yes.
What does he show? What? I'm not seeing him on the fall courses site.
He might be showing up as are you in inactive?
Yeah.
Might be Robert. I can't remember if we mislabeled him as Robert or not.
I'll have to look. Yeah. Ooh.
But even if Henry, I would still go visit Monica then if you can't find. But I would go visit Rob. You'll find out when he teaches. He'll share.
All right.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, buddy. Let me know if anyone has any other questions. We have about one room visit left, about 6 minutes left. So you'll have plenty of time to talk to me later. You won't be able to visit the teachers, so I definitely recommend taking advantage. Hello again, Jen.
I know, I'm back. Okay, I'm going over. We actually had Sean for Dungeons and Dragons.
I looked that up after. I
Okay.
realized after I sent you off, but that's how you know it's a good
But
call.
I never met him, so
Okay, there you go.
because we need like one that's parents' night so we can
I agree.
take the class.
Yes, I
That would be
agree.
my
I
suggestion.
agree.
But I'm getting to know all the teachers, right? So, okay, I'm on to Alex.
Okay, go. This will probably be the last visit. We have about 3 minutes, 4 minutes left.
Okay, let me do that.
What was the name of the one that you wanted me to go visit again? I completely blanked. I went and saw Monica, and then you'd recommend.
Mr. Rob was the other one. And you have 2 minutes.
you.
You can squeeze it in.
Mhm.
And if you want to give everyone the 2 minute announcement, pretty please.
Will do.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go back to my screen share. We'll bring everyone back in a minute. Okay.
Damn, I just chatted you real quick.
Oh, let me look. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, and if you want to close the rooms, we'll bring everyone back. Everybody will have about a minute to come back to us.
On it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
All right, and let's make it. Welcome back, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you had a great time and you are feeling the excitement. Hello, hello. Let me make it actually. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to gotta make sure everybody's muted. And if you can do the make it so that people don't unmute, that would be awesome, just for our recording. Welcome back, everyone. We've got about 15 seconds until some people come back. They get forced out of their breakout rooms against their will, even though they want to stay and talk to our teachers. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope you're feeling like this. I hope you're feeling magic. There is something so special about being in those rooms and being able to connect with teachers and build those relationships. And I just want to say I'm so grateful that you're all able to have that opportunity, and a giant shout out to our mentors for making this so special. Where else do you get to do that, right? You get to come talk to teachers, vet them, see everything from the inside before you ever join, right? And again, I said this before and I'll say it again. Many of you probably connected with someone tonight who you hope to take classes with, or you connected with a teacher that you really hope to be with this year. And that is what it's all about. So let me know in the chat if you're really excited about any classes. I see people got cut off. I'm sorry, there's never enough time. But I'm so thankful that we were able to have that little time. So in just a moment, we are going to explore that all access pass. Then we're going to get to our raffle and give away some free and discounted courses. And then we will part ways and I'll do a question and answer. So I said all of the classes, someone said. Okay. Also, I want to share something with you that I'm going to share at the end. Our website, as I mentioned, is still not online, but I'm going to actually give you the back-end developer link so that you can see the brand new website. I'm going to link that to you at the end so that you can get into the new website and check it out. Someone said, take all my money. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Or again, Ian, if you can make it so that people don't unmute because it ends up showing your face on the recording, and my goal is that it's just me on the recording. So please change that setting, pretty please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, and then you can click the button that mutes everybody. So friends, we're going to move ahead. I'm really excited. Mentors, if you need to head out right now, if you're teaching, if it's late, if you have to go, feel free to do so. If you want to stick around till the end, you're always welcome, but no pressure. We'd love to have you. We can do another little Q&A at the end if some mentors want to stick around. But again, feel free to head out if you have to. I know for many of you, you've been teaching all day and it's been a long day. So that said, you can also keep the convo going in the chat. Okay. Let's get to the good stuff. I want to explain this all access pass thing because I think it's pretty confusing and there's a lot to process here. So I just want to go through that again because this isn't like a bundle of features, right? The idea is that it is a belonging bundle, that it's a place where your child can be with their people, whether you're homeschooling, looking for enrichment, looking for college prep. And the simplest way to think about it is that you buy a pass and then you pick the classes you want to use. Okay, that's really the way that it works. So when you add it all up, you're going to be getting, we figured it out, it's about 4-to-1 in value to price. So I'll explain that in just a moment, but I just want to let you know that. So these are year-long courses. This is really important to understand. And when you enroll in one of the passes, you just get the pass first. We're only selling 10 of each. You then get the courses after, right? So think of it like a placeholder. Okay, let me explain. So first, you pick which one you are. Are you looking for enrichment after school? Are you looking for homeschool and looking for more community and social clubs? Or are you looking for more kind of college prep, build your resume type classes? Okay, and that's going to be a very different journey, and they're very different experiences that we're offering you. Okay, so let me just dive into each one real quick. The first one here is the Enrichment Glow Pass, and the way that this one works is as follows. You get all this stuff, okay? So this is a lot to process. If you want to take a screenshot, I'm also going to give you the link to the website. I said this, some of you were still in the breakout rooms. Our website is still not up, but the site that Alex made is like our back-end developer site. I'm going to give you the link. I don't know if that's bad, but I'm going to do it. And it will be really cool because it's beautiful and it's a great experience. So here's what you get. If you're looking for the Enrichment Pass, Again, the cost is for bronze, silver, or gold. It ranges from 2,900 to 6,900. And what does that get you? It gets you, two courses, three courses, or five courses of your choosing. It gets you free courses, homeroom social club, and free classes of your choosing. It gets you access into the parent community, free friendship club. We're going to be able to actually start this week. So if you enroll in these passes, you will get access to the virtual campus, to the meetings this summer, the expert talks, the coffee and connects, and you'll get all of that like 6 weeks before the semester starts. So the whole goal is that you get it now, like an intravenous community injection. You're joining and you're getting plugged in and you're connecting with people right away. Okay, so this one here, again, if you get the bronze, you're getting two courses, three courses, and five, and then you get a free social club and a free t-shirt and a free a course of your choosing. Okay, the next one, this is a lot to process. You'll be able to check this out on the website. I'm going to give you all this stuff that I'm showing you after, is the homeschool one. Now, this is a lot more focused on what? Belonging, community. So in this one, for example, when you enroll in 10 courses, we're going to give you two courses because we're assuming you're with us more because you're homeschooling, and we're going to give you two social clubs. So you're getting, it ends up being like $40,000 worth of courses and supports and all of this for 1,300. 13,000, excuse me. So it ends up like the goal here was to basically give you like 4 times the value for each of these. Now, I got a question earlier, can we enroll in just a la carte classes? And the answer is yes. If you're just looking for one, you can do that. But what we found this summer was that when we did the all access pass for summer camps, it went gangbusters and we sold out in about 10 days. So people are looking for more, and we thought instead of just making it general, let's make it like special so that you're with a homogenous group of people like you. Okay, so with the summer one, again, you're getting 15 or 27 recorded expert talks that are geared towards homeschooling. You're getting free courses, free social clubs, and again, events before the year. We're giving you a ESA concierge. If anybody here uses state funds, charter funds, anything like that, we're going to actually do the paperwork for you if you enroll in the Gold Pass, and we'll help you with that. So again, just really hands-on experience so that you can have everything that you need all in one go. And again, you get a phone call with me and a lot of help as well. Plus, we're going to send you an end of year summary. We're going to send you transcripts at the end of the semester so that you get all of the documentation that you need to show these new courses and make your really impressive transcript and make colleges see, oh my goodness. So next up is our last one, which is our college prep one. This is for those of you who are really looking to, show off the schools, to build that learning, whether it's independence, executive function skills, or content specific, right? All that's going to be available to you. And the way that this one works is you have basically 3 offerings here. The focus is around AP courses, around advanced placement courses. And if you're not familiar with those, AP courses give you, if you pass the test, college credit. The thing is that AP is always taught wrong, okay? AP usually means a ton of worksheets. But the thing is, that's not what our kids need. In fact, it's the opposite. So what we do is we do really high level rigor, plus we bake in all of the skills. How do you take a class that starts in August and take a test in May? Well, you have to learn how to take notes, okay? We have to learn how to pace. We have to learn how to chunk. We have to learn how to study. What are the different study strategies? What are the different note-taking strategies? So we're baking in all these executive function skills along the way. The way that this works is, if you look at these different levels here, this is a really special offer. If you're doing the College Prep Accelerator, you enroll in, let's say you're doing the silver one, you enroll in 2 AP courses and you get a free college prep class. So whether that's one of the classes that our professor, Dr. Eric, teaches or another class, if you do the gold one, you get 3 AP classes, a free class of your choosing, a free executive function class, and the adulting class for free, or the fellowship class. So you can either take a 36-week long course that helps you learn how to adult, live independently, build your vision for the future, and then build a plan to actualize your vision. Or you can take a 36-week long class that helps you build a passion project that you've always wanted to get off the ground and build a portfolio that impresses colleges. And all of that is given to you at no extra cost when you enroll in the accelerator. So again, you can take these a la carte, or you can get them in this, 4x value returns. And again, you get free t-shirt if you get the gold one. So that's cool. I'm excited about it if you can't tell. The thing that I want to share for new families, if you are nervous, and our current families will attest to this, we do a satisfaction guarantee. We know what we do works. We also know that it's all about the fit. So if you sign up for a class and it doesn't fit for whatever reason, we just switch you to another one. Okay? If you have a sign up on a payment plan, we can stop the payment plan if you're like, this isn't for me. So I think we have a 0.5% cancellation rate, which is really good. So if you decide, you know what, this isn't for me, we can stop the payment plan and we can end it. If you just say, oh, you know what, this isn't it, or we want to switch to another class, or the timing isn't good for us, then we can always swap you out to another class, and we can do that endlessly so that there's no risk, no stress, and you can keep all the bonuses that you get from us anyway. So you get over $5,000 worth of stuff. Why? We know that works, so we can do it. Okay, we know it works. I say this all the time. You wouldn't buy a house or buy a car without driving it or go walking through it, and you shouldn't go anywhere for that matter, without testing it out. And ultimately, what we're saying is, sign up, save your spot, check it out, and then if it's not right, we'll make it right. Sound fair enough? Right, and that way, and I just want to pull up the site for a moment here. I want to show you. This is the new site. Are you ready? This is a big deal. For me, this is emotional because we've been working on it for 3 months. Are you ready for this on all its glory? Here's our site. Notice it's like staging.developer, right? So I'm going to give this to you in a moment. But this is the site. And you'll see that it goes through and it gives you the 3 passes, right? So you can dive into one of them if you want to learn more about what it offers and all the things, and you want all these slides that I've been showing you are all from the website. Okay, so you can get all this information and digest it later. Or you can just go a la carte, right? You can jump down here and you can enroll the way that you might have done in the past, where you just go a la carte and you'll pay full price for the courses and you can just take what you want. So it's totally up to you. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that. Again, I will give you this link very soon. In fact, I'll give it to you right now. Why not? And then we'll go over it. There you go. That's going to only probably be valid for tonight. Thank you, Jen, for the support. It's going to be even better. Wait till you see. If there's glitches, it's a developer side. I'm sorry, but we will make it better. That jumps right down. I just gave you the jump link. I've already messed it up. Whoops, that's okay. So this, I just want to show you for those of you who are new, when you go in here, again, all you're doing, let's say you decide you want the homeschool pass, okay? So you want to go down and see what's included. Let's say we say, yes, I want that. Okay, so you go here and you'll have the option. So yes, good question. The all access passes are only for year-long courses. Now you might say, but Sam, we want to pick a class that's 16 weeks. Fine, we'll just match it in the spring. Okay, so if you're like, we want to take debate and it's only 16 weeks, you can still use the all access pass and then we'll just give you the spring equivalent of that class. Does that make sense? So if the classes you want are year long, great. That's really what it's built for. But if you're like, hey, we need you to be flexible, guess what? We are. Okay. How do we know which classes are all year versus 16 weeks? Great question, Laura. So let me go back in a moment here. But let me just show you this, everyone. When you click the pass, you'll have the ability to pick which one you want, bronze, silver, or gold. You can click view more to get the recap of what they offer, or you can get this little visual here. Oh my goodness, so cute. And that is that. If you're like, wait, I want to see all the classes. Okay, let me do this and I'll answer Laura's question as well. So I'm going to go back up here, back to the main page. Okay, I can click a la carte. Boom, I can click here. It'll take me into the enrollment system, right? So again, you're clicking the visual that takes you into the enrollment system. And then when you look at the dates, you'll see, here's an example. Adulting and Thriving goes from 8/24 to 5/24, from August 24th to May 24th. Okay, so you can see that information there. That's why it's twice the price. Some of these courses that are only half year will be that. So you can click the courses. Again, same thing. If you decide, hey, I want to take that for credit, then you're going to opt in for the credit version. You can pay up front. That's going to give you a transcript at the end of the year. Okay, it also means it's going to come with homework. Sorry. But it means it's going to come with work outside of class because we have to have a certain amount of contact hours to be legit. And then if you want it for enrichment the way that you've always done it, then guess what? You can. And you know what we did this year? Instead of charging 5% more for the credit, we just reduced the prices of everything for 5%. So instead of making the transcript classes more, we reduced the enrichment classes down. Because guess what? The economy is pretty tough out there, and I want to make sure that everybody can access. Someone said, what if I already registered yesterday and want to make the change? Yeah, you can do that. Heck yeah, you can do that. So that is all available. And again, friends, it is not obvious. Let me get my handy dandy marker up. boom, click that view more button. That is where you will learn more until our website is fully up and beautiful. So you click right here. We'll have beautiful pages for you with videos from the teachers and all that. But right now you get a little description here, and you can learn about building AI agents and the like. So that is there for you. Again, the link is in the chat. You can do a la carte. You can do the all access passes, spend some time, and there's a lot to process. So I want to make sure you get that. Now let me recap because there is a lot we're talking about. One thing that you asked for last year is, hey, can we have more time to digest everything? Because we used to do the early bird the same night as the open house, and East Coasters were like, that's not fair. And I agree. So the early bird is going to end tomorrow at midnight. I just want to say that and make that abundantly clear. So if you're thinking, holy ravioli, Sam, this is a lot of support. I agree. And I hope that you're overwhelmed in a good way. I also want to point something out. Let's go back to the website for a second. This beautiful website. Oh my goodness. Down here, do you see this? This little fellow is called Scheduley. Cute. This is our little AI course counselor. So if you click this little guy right here, Ask Scheduley, you'll get a pop-up. Can you see the pop-up or is it not showing it? You can see it. Thanks, Tina. Then you can chat with it and you can say, I have an 11-year-old student who loves US history. What should I take? And it will make recommendations for you. Hold on, I got to do my voice to text. Okay, and then boom. Let's go. And then it will make recommendations for your student. Oh, my microphone's giving me problems. Okay, so it will pull up the courses and make special recommendations. You can talk back and forth just like you were on a call with me or anyone else. Okay, so that is there for you, and it will make specific recommendations. I think that's really helpful. When you look at 150 courses and freak out, there's help. Okay, 150 courses is a lot. So just know that that's there for you, friends. It's easy to overlook. Here's the big takeaway that I want you to have tonight. We're about to kind of wrap up. Our kids are struggling and it's not their fault. Okay, they're just not in the right setting. And again, I like to say this all the time. I think I came up with this. I don't know, but I'll take credit for it. Our kids don't need to change. They just need to change their seats, right? We just need to be in the right place. The same student, I have a student here who I talk about at every open house, never had a single friend in his life, 11 years old, homeschooled, totally alone, really struggled, was obsessed with color and railroad, and just talked and talked and talked to people and was always isolated. And one time a kid talked back about color scheme and they'd seen the same YouTube video and then they just became friends. I get goosebumps every time. This was 3 years ago. This kid made his first 2 friends in one class. He never changed. Mom just put him in a place where there's other quirky kids like him. Okay? That's Young Scholars Academy. Our kids need each other. And guess what? It's really important that we do this now. This is the foundation of the school year, right? And I said this before, I will say it again. Not only is it the most important time of year because of, we're going into the school year and timing is important, but these things have compounding effects, right? You can literally graph 2 different lives of what it looks like to have strength-based interventions as a kid. I said this before and I will say it a million times over. We founded Young Scholars Academy so that your kids don't have the childhood that we did, right? I can't tell you enough. So many parents come up to me and say, I wish I had this when I was a kid. That's why we exist. Like, yes, that's why we exist, so that our kids don't have to go the journey that we did, right? So that they can find the place where they belong, where they're celebrated, where people say yes and, not no, you're wrong, not get in line, not this is the way that it's always been done, right? None of those things that kill us and crush us and shave off our edges. This is where we sharpen our edges. This is where square pegs get sharp, not rounded out. Okay, so look, this is the point. We're starting a strength-based year. Everything we're doing here is about having your kiddo have the best year ever. And I know this has been a lot, so I want to just recap. Tonight, you met new families, maybe saw familiar families. You met future mentors in their classrooms. I hope you discovered one-of-a-kind courses that you're really excited about. I hope that you saw these all-access passes and you're thrilled about this. The idea that you could get, sign up for 6 classes, get 4 for free, get over $40,000 worth of support. Look at this, parents are already sharing information and it's only the open house. I love it. Okay. So you see what happens? I say this all the time. Like, you get the village experience before the year starts at this event. You have parents like supporting each other. I'm here for it. Okay. So look, let me ask you this. I shared a bunch of stuff with you. Can I share some bonuses with you real quick before we wrap up? I want to share, there's a couple things that I'm alluded to before. We have the 3 that we talked about, right? We have the enrichment glow and the homeschool belonging in the college prep accelerator. And we also have this regular bonus bundle that everybody who signs up, whether you sign up for a course or 10, you get this. Okay, so what is it? Let's talk. This is our Starting with Strength bundle. You get 8 live expert talks. You ready to see who's talking this year? Because that's what you're going to ask me next. What? Dr. Matt Zakreski, Seth Perler, aka Mr. Executive Function himself, Wendy Denham, Shoshana, Sarah, Debbie, Jared, and Dr. Deborah. By the way, Jared's whole thing is like, hey, if you need to sue the school district, I'll do it at the cost of the district. So if we don't win, you don't pay me. So great resources. We're going to be talking about so much here. Dr. Matt, emotional regulation. These people keynote conferences and charge $10,000, $15,000 to speak, and they're speaking to you at no extra cost. Sweet. That's what a village looks like. Plus, Friendship Social Club for free, weekly progress reports. We have 5 masterclass recordings from the top talks from last year, the student virtual village, the parent Facebook group, and we have some parent resources as well, and then our satisfaction guarantee. So you're getting like $4,700 when you sign up for even just a $600 course. Yeah, Dr. Matt's getting some love. How to talk to your neurodivergent kids about sex. He's actually going to come talk to us every semester. So we're doing the sex ed talk next semester. More on that. Dr. Matt was like, can I talk to your families quarterly? I was like, how about twice a year? We'll start there. So he is amazing, and he's going to be doing that all the time. Okay, so that is for everybody who signs up. Again, this is what when you're new here and you're like, what's the difference between this and Outschool? This is, okay, it's a community. You're not just signing up for classes in a marketplace. You're getting community stuff. Now, everybody who signs up before midnight tomorrow, Thursday, this is what you get. Pre-year coffee and connect meetings. So you'll get to come to meetings this summer and connect with other families. You already have people here swapping phone numbers. You're going to get our live party. We're having a party on Friday for everybody who signs up, and we're going to come together and hang out. Some of the mentors will be there. I'll be there. We're going to hang out, exchange information. We're going to group it by age. So we'll have the littles, the mids, the olders, and the parents. And so you can hang out. Don't get triggered, parents. I'm not calling you old. That's the 19 to 25-year-olds. We're going to hang out with our people. You can swap info, get to know each other, introduce yourself a little bit. It's going to be awesome sauce. We're going to also give you 10 self-paced one-off lessons that you can take before the year. Just why not? We don't want to make you wait. We're also going to give you a code. This is really cool. There's a code that you get when you sign up, early bird, and it's going to make an automatic code for you. So let's say Winnie signs up. I don't know why I keep using you, Winnie. I'm sorry. I already used you. Let me pick someone else. Let's say Laura signs up. When Laura signs up and gets a code in her inbox, when Laura shares that code online, because you signed up early bird, you get $199 for everybody else that joins Young Scholars Academy. So basically, you get 4 people to sign up for a course, and now you have a free course, right? And it's all automatic. It's automagic. So that's all built in, and that's for our new founding families. Jilly, thanks for laughing at my bad jokes. I appreciate you. So that is really important. Also, we're going to have to raise our prices in the spring, and you get a founder's rate lock. So you're going to not have to pay new prices. You'll pay the same prices that you do in the fall for being a founding family this year. And guess what? A lot of other stuff too. We're going to give you access to the virtual campus for parents, which you can only get if you sign up after tomorrow for signing up for the gold all access passes. So I think that's really cool. We want you to connect with families as soon as next week and be able to hang out in our little metaverse campus. Okay, almost done, friends. Now, just a quick recap. There are these 3 levels. You get all this awesome stuff if you sign up for the enrichment passes, and I will be here to answer questions about that because it is a lot. I was doing the math this morning and thinking like, wait, did I mess this up? You sign up for 4 classes, you get 3 free. And so yes, there's a lot happening there. It's awesome sauce. Let's recap though, okay? We're going to just talk quickly. My favorite part about this is that all of you that sign up early will be at a party on Friday. So you're not waiting until August 28th, right? That you'll be able to connect with people on Friday if you can make it. And then you'll be able to connect with people in the virtual campus, and you'll be able to connect with all kinds of people. So the idea is, again, that you get community and you get it now, right? So that when the first day of the semester arrives, you're not the new kid. You're already walking in with friends. You're hanging out in the virtual campus every day. Your child can sign up for classes that start in August, and starting Monday, go in the virtual campus every day from now till August 24th. Monday through Friday. 30 minutes a day, hanging out with teachers and other kids, okay? So there's going to be a lot of awesomeness happening here. And that's just only one of the perks that you get for one of these all access passes and early bird. Okay. We're going to go over to Ian. It is the raffle time. Okay, we're going to go over to Ian. Ian, if you want to screen share, Ian has impressed me with tech superpowers and is making a, by the way, if you haven't met the amazing Ian before, Ian is our head of family support. So we've got everyone's names in here. We're going to do 3 50% off classes and then 1 free class. These are all 16-week long courses. So any fall course of your choosing that is 16 weeks. So let's spin this wheel, and then if we pick your name, just email us after and we'll get you sorted out. Ian, go ahead and spin that wheel. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh, Letitia. All right. Congratulations. Giant shout out. Are you here, Letitia? Let us know you're here in the chat. Hopefully you're still here. What do we do if Letitia's not here? Do we honor it? Do we give it to someone else? Lord of the Flies? Oh, Letitia's here. All right. We don't have to go there. That almost got messy, you guys. All right. So, Letitia, congratulations. Email Ian, pretty please, at support@youngscholarsacademy.org. And thank you, AI voice typing. And that is going to be a 50% off course to you. So any course of your choosing. And if you've already signed up, we'll give you 50% off. Ian, let's spin that wheel one more time. Oh, wait, did you? Oh, no. Oh, I got a nice note from Jilly. Okay. Ooh, Holly. Okay, we've got a veteran family. Holly, are you here, Holly? Holly and Zach have been here for at least 4 years. Yeah. Yeah. Way to go. I love that. Okay, I'm so excited for Zach. And maybe you can be selfish and use it too, Holly, if you want in the mom class. Real quick, I want to read a note from Jilly, just a really lovely note. Thank you guys so much for making some classes for older kids. I was already almost in tears when I thought about losing YSA when I turned 18. You'll have a hard time getting rid of me, Mr. Sam. All right. Ooh, wait, did you spin it again, Ian, or is it going automatic? You want to?
No, yet, not yet.
Okay,
We were
let's
missing the
spin it.
last one. Yeah.
Sorry, Henry. Okay, so we got one more 50% off. Holly, make sure you email Ian. Ian, let's go ahead and spin it one more time, and then we'll have a free class. Ooh, I'm so old school, you guys. I was going to put everyone's names down in a box and pull them, and Ian was like, there's a better way. Ooh, Dina. Okay, congratulations, Dina. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Giant shout out to our families who got 50% off classes. Again, any class of your choosing for a 16-week fall class. Dina, are you here? And I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name correctly. Hopefully you are. Let's see. We'll give you a moment to surface here. If not, what do we do? Do we spin it for someone else? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Can we check the participants? Is Dina still here? Dina's still here, so we'll honor it. We'll honor it. I just checked the participants. And again, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. It's probably my fault. Okay. So we're going to spin it one more time for a free class, and then we're going to wrap up, and we will stay here. I will stay here and answer any questions you have and just share a few final thoughts with you quickly. All right, Dina, you're here. So again, everyone who won a 50% off class, email Ian. The email's in the chat a little bit up there. It's support@youngscholarsacademy.org. And just tell him that you won the 50% off. We know you did because we have it in the recording. Ian, let's spin it one more time for a completely free class. Let's see. Ian just put the names in the chat. Let's see. This is all the marbles, friends. Let's see. Ooh, Stephanie. And you almost left, Stephanie. Stephanie was like, I might have to go. I have my kids alone tonight. And she's like, I'm going to stay and just keep my AirPods in. And you won. Congratulations, Stephanie. You got a free class at Young Scholars Academy. I just checked, and you are still here as well. So kudos to you. Again, email Ian. Good thing you stayed. Very happy. Ian, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead, everyone. I'm going to wrap us up in a quick moment, and then I will stay here and answer all your questions. My guarantee is that I do not leave until I've answered all of them. And then in a moment, Ian and Corellia will open breakout rooms again if you want to schedule time to talk, or if you have one-to-one questions, you can go see them. They'll stick around for maybe 10 more minutes or so. But let me bring us to a close quickly, friends. I want to think about the future. I want you to think ahead, and I want you to imagine writing an email like this. Here's an email from a first-time mom back in February, joined us late in the semester. She said, "Hi, Sam. It was amazing. Truly. When class ended, I went in and asked her how it went. His exact words, 'Mom, you finally did it. That was so much fun.' going to check out the other classes with him. Also started listening to the YouTube interviews. The one on PDA is hitting home. Let me know how I can help you build a school in New York City. So here's an example of a mom, first day, instant wins, join the village, goes to the VIP page, checks out the master classes. That's what she means about the YouTube video. And she's getting tons of value. Again, it's not out school. So you've heard from families, and I just want you to imagine a couple weeks from now, you're writing me an email like this. Heck, you could write me an email like this on Friday because your kid already made a friend at the party. So I want you just to think ahead of what this year can look like. I get all the feels, I get all the goosebumps. I'm a sap, but truly, I've seen it happen. 1,200 families, right? 6 years. We know it works. Friends are waiting for your kids. There's new friends to meet. There's teachers who want to see them every day and who are bummed when they don't. I get accosted by my teachers when your kids don't sign back up for their classes because they want to know where they're at. They love your kids. They're obsessed with your kids in the best way and really a positive, not creepy way. So look, I just want to say this. Welcome home. If your heart feels like this is the right space for you, if you have been searching for a place to belong, if you've been looking for a village, then you're here. You found it. We built it for the bright kids. We built it for the quirky kids. We built it for the clever kids, the original ones, the ones that don't fit in, the ones that don't do worksheets, the ones that are too smart and ask, why should I do this? Or realize that when they finish a boring assignment, they're going to get another one. Because those are the leaders. Those are the Einsteins, the Maya Angelou's, the Simone Biles, right? These are the young people we're talking about. And I just want to share one thing with you, and I want you to answer this question in the chat. Does anybody know the difference between a silver medalist and a gold medalist in terms of psychology? There was a recent study that was done by some psychologists where they studied Olympic gold medalists and silver medalists, and they looked at their headspace and mindset. Write me in the chat right now. Does anybody know what you think the difference is between their headspace or mindset? Let me know. I'm going to give you a quick second here while I quench my thirst. Just in a couple words, if you can let me know what you think here. Mamba mentality. I'm not sure. That's R.I.P. Kobe Bryant reference, I think. I thought Kobe was brilliant. He mathematically calculated. There's an interview with Kobe. I'm not even a sports person, but I know Michelle likes this stuff. There's a Kobe Bryant interview where someone said, like, "Hey, Kobe, aren't you nervous about when you go out and play against other people?" And he said, "No, most people only practice 4 hours a day, but I practice 12. And so by the time I've played someone, I have a third more experience than they do. And I've been playing for 5 years, which means I have 2 more years on them. And when I've been playing 10, I'll have had 3, right? So it just keeps going. And that's just that brilliant mind, right? The difference is this in the mindset. These psychologists found, are you ready for this, everybody? And again, lend me your ears if you're a little bit distracted. I know this is a marathon. I know you're tired. Listen to me for a moment. These psychologists found, are you ready? That gold medalists are thinking about other people when they win, and silver medalists are focused on themselves. And I'm not saying that they're arrogant or there's anything wrong with them, but I want you to really hear the difference here. Gold medalists are supported by family, our friends. They're being championed and cheerleaded by people, by a community, by a village. Sound familiar? That's what this community is. Your children can reach higher heights here because they are supported by people. They are working hard for other people. You've done it before, parents. I know you have at some point in your life. You worked your tail off for someone because you cared about what they thought. They were a mentor. They were someone you wanted to be better for. I have mentors, and I work my bum off for them because I want to impress them. And they help me be a higher version of myself. And that's what's happening here. You know, parents, you can say it until you're blue in the face and your kid doesn't listen. And then Amy says it one time and your kid's like, Mom, you'll never believe what I learned today. I can wring your neck, right? Because they care, because our teachers are industry experts and they care about your kids and your kids want to do right by them, right? That's it. Okay. So look, this is your moment. I want to welcome you home. I want to say this. We can't wait for the world to get better for our kids, right? We have to build the space now. That's what Young Scholars Academy is. Give them friendships, give them tools, give them mentoring, and let's have the best year ever. We're here, okay? Let me give you that link right here. You can go and explore. Let me close our little AI chat guy here. I'm going to put this in the chat. I am here to answer your questions. The QR code on the screen can be used. I'll leave this up here quickly. Hold on. Okay. Let's take the first step. Let's have a strength-based new year together. Let's belong, thrive, and just have the best year ever. So thank you so much. Remember, the early bird ends tomorrow. So if you are interested in getting that early community access, coming to the party on Friday, getting all that good stuff I mentioned, please, please, please make sure you sign up before midnight Pacific time tomorrow, Thursday the 16th. Thank you, friends. I am going to make it so that we can unmute and discuss. And if you can just open the room for Ian and Corellia just for 10 minutes or so, Ian and Corellia, if you don't mind. We'll just go into those rooms. And friends, you're going to go see Ian if you have one-on-one questions. If you ask me questions, we want to keep them as global as possible because we're in the main room. If you have really specific questions, you want to go see Ian. And if you have a question and you want to like set a meeting or get more information emailed to you later, go see Corellia. But let me just disclaimer, the early bird ends tomorrow and we won't be able to get back to 100 people or have 100 meetings tomorrow. So I always say I'd rather you go and sign up and go for it and then, figure it out after. But that's just my mentality. I'm more of a build the rocket and then figure out how it flies. Um, Obviously, I quit my job and was never anything but a teacher and then figured out how to do this thing. So don't be like me. I'm going to stick around. Let me make it so you can unmute. And teachers, if you also want to, unmute and hop in on any of the conversation, I love the love here. Miss Katie saying bye. Thank you. Jilly's saying see y'all in the fall. Right. Okay. I think breakout rooms are open if you want to go visit. Down below, click breakout rooms. And let me just make it so that we can unmute. Again, Zoom is always changing. One moment, friends. Henry, I see your hand. Henry, can you unmute or no? Okay, one sec, buddy. Okay, I fixed it. Go ahead.
I was wondering, does the Friday party, does that also apply for the students who are taking summer courses and stuff?
Yeah, so if
No,
you sign up, so you can still come, but it's going to be for people who sign up for the all access. So you'll still have the virtual campus open on Friday. By the way, I didn't mention this before. We're going to do the virtual campus during the year 5 days like we do. We haven't figured this out yet, Katie. We have to figure it out. We're going to do the virtual campus 5 days a week like we do during the summer. So that will be an everyday thing and where you'll be able to hang out and be a part of that experience. So the party is different. That's only for people who sign up for the early bird for the fall.
Okay. I am excited for that, the having virtual campus every day of the week, the entire fall semester sounds amazing.
I knew you would be. It's going to be all year too. So that's the new norm.
Sounds amazing.
Okay. Emmy, you have a question, my friend?
Yes. So, thank you for this whole night was amazing. Also, Quinn wants to say hello.
Is this a bunny? It's a bunny. I can't keep track of all the bunnies.
Quinn, Snowy, and Mimi are our currents. And then we also have, and then we're going to have Foster's very soon. Oh, and Snowy's coming to say hello too.
So even if I did keep track of the bunnies, then there's Foster. Okay, yeah, we've got so many bunnies. All the bunnies. Well, hello to them, and I'm glad they could be part of this
Also, YSA
open
is
house.
the best place ever. Like, the best.
Thank you for saying that, Emmy. You're so
And
sweet.
I'm
We're
super
so
excited about t-shirts. Great. Awesome t-shirts.
They're gonna be sweet. Okay, thank you so much, Emmy. Anyone else have any? Again, if you have broad, general questions you want to ask me about the offer, about the year, anything, let me know. If you have specific ones, Ian and Corellia are in those breakout rooms for the next couple minutes or so. And also, there's teachers here if you want to ask them questions too. Yes, Laura, I think you unmuted.
Yep. So as far as the 16-week classes, will those be repeated in the spring? Like, for example, the protest music class, Elijah is extremely interested in that. I feel it was built for him. But he can't do it this fall. And he would love to do it, starting in the spring for the spring, but it would have to be at a different time. So how does that work?
So what we always try to do is when we're piloting a new class, we just pick the time statistically. We have
Right.
the formula of what's worked when, and we put it as close to what's worked. And then if it works, we keep it going, and then we'll add another section. If it doesn't work, we'll try a different time. So best case scenario, it works really well, and then we add a different section on a different day to appeal to the Elijahs and everyone else who couldn't get in. And if you let me know you know, around like October or so when we're finalizing the fall, I'll try to keep spring, excuse me, I'll try to keep that in mind.
Okay.
Also, Elijah could do something like that in, let's say, like the fellowship class, for example, too, right? Like that's something else that you could do is could be like an independent study in fellowship.
Yeah, he wants it to be with peers. So,
Yeah, no, it's with peers. It would be independent, but in a group of six. If that's always a possibility, I like to say.
right. Okay.
Thank you, thank you. That's a good question. Scheduling is tough. There's a reason not many people do what we do because it is a lot. Um,
And so if you do one of the passes, for example, like if I did the gold pass,
mhm,
can I, because I use ESA funds, I
mhm.
can pay for all of that up front. They won't let me. Can
Yes.
will you bill me monthly for the 36 weeks? Like, what is that, 9 months?
Yeah, so if you do like for the gold one, for example, that's that ESA concierge thing that we talked about. We'll do that. So we can get creative. We can make invoices. We can do all the stuff that you need.
Okay, but it can get stretched out for the
Yeah,
whole 36 weeks, right?
yeah, we can figure that out. If you're doing the gold one, we can be flexible.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. I
it's a
think
good
the rest of
question.
my questions I'll ask in a call with somebody tomorrow or something.
Okay, go see
Yep.
Corellia if you would, and
Yep.
she'll sign you up, and I'll reach out to you. I'll try to reach out to you tomorrow.
Okay, we'll do.
Thank you, thank you. Other questions, friends? Look at all these mentors that are still here. Like shout out to Suri, Nicole, Monica, Katie, Jenny. Like our mentors don't have to be here right now. They have had long days. Some of them are on the East Coast, and they are still here showing up, and I just so appreciate that. This is I think when I describe YSA, sometimes to people I say it's kind of like a campfire. Like people just sort of want to be near it sometimes. Um, at the last open house, I think John has a question. I'm going to go to you in one moment, John and or Tyler. At the last open house, someone described something to me which I thought was so beautiful, which is that one of our students just hung out in one of Jake's class breakout rooms the whole time. Didn't ask any questions, didn't talk at all. And at the end, bye Emmy. At the end, he thanked Jake for being there, and it just was like, oh, this is like a brick and mortar program, where there's a kid who just wants to be in a room because he feels safe, and that's it. Like that's all he needs, and I think that's so magical. Um, yeah, Katie, no worries if you have to go. I know it's late. You have kitties. You have a lot going on. No pressure. John/Tyler, do you have a question?
Yeah, just thank you for having this. I think a lot of this, I was directed to this through, I don't know if you heard about the Bay Area Real 2E.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, I think, just for example, Tyler was diagnosed with ADHD probably like 6 months ago, and I was just part of the groups. And there are a lot of parents who have kids around this age who are just looking for resources, and we're just trying to find the direction. So it's a lot to take in at once. And so just seeing Tyler and seeing what he's interested in, I think that's pretty awesome. And we're definitely interested in some of the courses, but just getting our bearings around this. I know that it sounds like there are a lot of parents and kids in here that are probably older or probably have a lot more, I guess, of the community feel already. It's so, I think from my perspective is I just feel a little bit lost, but it's good to see the community. I think that's super important on here, and to just have the resources that are around, like you mentioned, there are a lot of parents who are homeschooling. We're actually looking into other schools that may be like in-person schools that are directed for like 2E children as well. And so I'm not sure like how all these different like groups tie together.
I'm going to give a quick example. Actually, Tina, can I say that you met? Well, I'm gonna, like ask the question. Can I say what you? Okay, can I say what you did? Let me give you an example, John. One is that we have Tina, who has a slightly older student compared to another family, who has a 5-year-old, and Tina met up with this other mom in person because they're in the right. Tina, am I making that up? You did that, yeah. They met up in Canada, like in person because they connected. And something that happens here is that I'm just kind of backing up. Like I started Young Scholars Academy because I kept having the same conversations with people who were struggling in isolation, and I'm like, everybody else is doing that too in this community. You just need to be with your people. And so that's why we have like the expert calls. Every 2 weeks there's something happening here. I should have said this earlier. We either have like a PTA, a coffee and connect, an expert talk, or something during the year. That way you're getting good advice from trusted people because there's a lot of bad advice out there, and you're with your people. Like Tyler could connect with a teacher that he likes, and then overhear him connecting with a kid, and you go into the group and you're like, hey, who's Chris's mom, and boom, your kids are hitting it off. Or maybe you are at one of the events and you like what Tina says, and then you guys connect. And again, we've had families meeting up all over the world, all over the country now, so that you're not going it alone. You're getting good support because it does take a village.
Yeah, exactly. And so thank you for that. I think one of the things is, especially with the middle school transition, I think there's a big worry. And then especially for like high schoolers who are going to college, there's a big transition as well. I know, where we are signing up for other courses as well, but I don't know if there's any courses that are geared towards like a transition like phases as well.
We say if you're new here, I would start with a sandwich. So if there's some things that you're interested in, let's say Tyler has some strengths, that's the bread, right?
Yeah.
So let's say he was like really interested in Dungeons and Dragons and video game coding and Pokemon or something like that, right? And then in the middle, we do a young and thriving executive function class, right? So
Got
it's
it.
like good stuff, maybe something different, and then good stuff. And by the
Got
way,
it.
the good stuff and the something different both end up being good stuff because our executive function class is how can you work towards your goals,
I saw
right?
that. I saw like the executive function class, but it was geared more towards like a transition from adults into like college
There's
or
two.
beyond.
There's one, it's
Oh, okay.
confusing because I don't
Okay.
know why I did this. One's called Young and Thriving, which is an executive function class. Let me
Okay.
screen share for you real quick.
Okay.
So if we go into the enrollment system here, one is called Adulting and Thriving, and one is called Young and Thriving. Why did I do this? I don't know, but I did it 6 years ago, and I'm a creature of habit. So if we go into here and we type young, we have the executive function class, and we say we have some. How old is Tyler?
He just turned 11.
Okay, so perfect. So we could take there's different sections here. One's 4 p.m. on Mondays, one's 6 p.m. on Mondays, and so Pacific time. So you could take that class, for example, to like bake in those skills. Plus, by the way, it's baked into everything that we do, right?
Mhm.
When we're talking about like if you want to, let's say I'm just gonna make this up because I'm trying to keep like sort of global examples. Let's say Tyler wants to make a YouTube channel, right? Like, guess
Mhm.
what? That's executive function, right? You have to
Yeah.
plan ahead, you have to record, you have to make a schedule of releasing content, right? And so we're baking that stuff in. Monica has a horticulture class, where the students are making gardens and like there's so much planning and life skills that we're baking in. So what we do is we go where kids are interested and strong, and then we transfer those skills to where they're struggling.
Absolutely. I have one last question. Thank you for this. Is very interesting. One last question for you is I know a lot of the skills, like, they're like 2E profiles, they have a lot of interest. And so Tyler's like interested in Roblox. He's interested in like Minecraft. He's interested in Legos and all that. But the one of the part is that comes with 2E profile a lot of times is like emotional functioning, like control and
Yes.
part. And how is that managed in virtual classes? A lot of times, let's say, for example, if there is like emotional dysregulation or if something doesn't work and virtually it's a little bit harder to maybe tell as opposed to in person.
You would be shocked. I'm going to give an example. I won't name the person, but a mom here said that she feels like her daughter's classes are better run here at our community online than she's ever seen in person. And here's the thing. We know these kids because we were these kids and we have these kids,
Yeah.
right? Like we understand when you have a class of 5 kids, you can differentiate up, down, and sideways, right?
Mhm.
And we understand the strength profile. We understand that behaviors are not behaviors, that these are emblematic of neurodiversity, right?
Yeah.
That these are communications and that there are other things going on. So we are not trying to correct anyone. We're not trying to get anyone to follow along or, heaven forbid, like get in line, right? We're trying to help kids grow. And so
Yeah.
when you approach from that place of the kids they're right, they're curious, they're feeling, all of our teachers are incredible at what they do. And I'll say, we're grounded in I don't know if you've ever heard this, it's not like an official thing, but there's something called the 10-15-5 rule. I don't know if anyone's heard this before. I use this a lot in my talk, so if you've heard me talk at a conference, but the idea is that our twice exceptional and gifted kids, for that matter, can be 10 years old chronologically, 15 intellectually, and 5 emotionally, right? How do
Mhm.
you have a kid who is super interested in submarines, but cries when they drop their ice cream, and is in a 10-year-old's body, right? That's a 2E kid. And so
Yeah.
it takes a special kind of teacher to be able to differentiate up intellectually and then socially meet them emotionally where they are. And that's why people come back to us for 6 years.
I can really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mr. Sam, for that.
Of course, of course. John, me a favor. Go into the room. If Ian and Corelli are still there, either one of them, if you go into the breakout rooms down below, you can swap information with them and we'll reach out to you too.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, yes. Any other questions, friends? Hello, Michelle's little one. I always say this and I'll say it again. I will not leave until I answer all your questions. So again, try to keep them as global as possible in here. I'm absolutely buzzing about what's in store this year. There's going to be so much excitement. And again, we get to do this one time a year. It's my favorite day of the year is the open house because we get to see all the possibility and what's happening and what could happen this year. So if you have questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Corellia, you're back. Great. Thank you. Anne and Corellia and people, if you need to head out again, Monica, Nicole, feel free to do so. I think Ian's still in the room, maybe getting people's info. Feel free to head out, everyone. If you do have questions, ask me. Don't be shy. I'm here for it. Bye, Corellia. Thank you.
I'm probably gonna head out, but
Okay, Henry.
Thank you for
Thanks for being here.
creating such an amazing place.
I'm sure you and Emmy will see each other tomorrow.
Yes, definitely.
Probably. Well, maybe not because the virtual campus time changed to
Just this
12:30
week. Just
to
this week,
1.
Katie had to change her schedule because of
Yeah.
her graduate school.
The problem is I have class from 12 to 4 solid.
Okay, well, it's going back next week, so no worries.
Yep.
Well, I'll definitely be seeing you like within a week.
Yes, for sure.
Great.
Okay, everyone. Again, any other questions? Well, let me give you all that link one more time in the chat. And again, if this website doesn't work tomorrow, it's because we got the main one to work and we'll email you. Let me give you the link here. And again, you can go into everything that I showed you. Look how sleek this is. It's not done yet. When you can go into the different all access passes. So again, you can click like the college prep one. It will recap everything that we talked about tonight. And again, there's only 10 of these each. So it gives you a little breakdown of all the stuff. And you can go here and check it out. And then you can go here and you can save yours. So
Sam, I have one more question.
Go ahead.
If you do, like, let's say the college prep pass, right? But you don't want to take just all AP classes. You want to take maybe 1 or 2 AP and then other non-AP classes. Is that a doable
Yeah,
thing?
so you can absolutely do that, Laura. So the idea is that, like here, I'll give you an example. If let's say you did the gold one, right? So you get 3 AP courses. Let's say you only wanted to take 2 or 1 for that matter. You also get a free executive function class. You get the fellowship or the adulting class. The fellowship's the one I was saying Elijah could totally do his own passion project there. So you could do like any college prep elective is going to be free. You could just sub more in instead of an AP class. So instead of AP psychology, you want to take Jake's regular psychology or philosophy, no problem.
So this gold pass on this only covers 3 classes.
So you buy 3, you get 3 free. This is why I was saying I was panicking and doing the math. You pay for 3 AP classes.
Yep.
And you're getting a year-long 36-week executive function class, a 36-week adulting and or fellowship.
Okay, but what if I want like all of the benefits of this, but I only want 1 AP class and like 4 that are not AP classes?
So then you can just swap. You could do 1 AP and you could take the other 2 and convert those into other classes. And then you get a college prep elective one. You can pick whatever you want for that one as well. So you'll still have the flexibility.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you.
You are most welcome. You have my word. You know we're flexible.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Other questions, friends? Okay, April, you asked a question. Look, okay, great question. Someone said, like, they're really kind of a specific one. Oh, I cut my ankle. Sorry, guys, I'm bleeding.
So you all right?
Yeah. I'm okay. Thank you. You're so sweet. I just noticed I'm bleeding all over the carpet. I ADHD much? Yes. So where was I? April's question. Okay. So if we go back here to the site, we go to a la carte. This is a great, I'm going to use April's specific question and sort of apply it for everyone here. So April said, I have a 14-year-old who is looking for after school, right? So look, if you, first of all, I always forget to say this. This is why it's important that I get to ramble at the end because I usually say things that are important. If you go up here, friends, if you look at my screen real quick, see the little calendar slash Rubik's Cube type thing? If you click that, it goes to calendar view, right? So if you click this,
Speaking of
boom,
cubes.
goes like that. And then April, let's say you click ages 14. You could also pick 13 in case that's a cutoff. I always like to go a year up or a year down. And then you can look on any given day. Let's say Mondays work for you. You said you're free after 4 p.m. Pacific. These all default to Pacific. I don't know why. We can't change it, sorry. So then you could say, okay, any of this stuff is fair game, right? So that's how that works. This is Monday. You could go to Tuesday and so forth. So it's really easy. Again, you can filter in here, or if you don't want to do that, again, what I did was I clicked up here the calendar view and then I clicked age. You can also filter by, instructor or the type of classes you want, whatever you want to do. Another option is you could use our little AI scheduling, this little cutie, and you could talk to him and just say that you have a 14-year-old, you're looking for classes after 4 p.m. and he'll make a
Schedule me as a
recommendation.
girl.
I just made him a guy. I don't know. We just
bad.
hit it off. I invented him as a guy in my head, and then he became an owl. I don't know
Give him
how
a
it happened.
mustache.
There he is. Yeah,
He needs a mustache.
we'll see what we can do. Any other questions? So again, you have a couple of ways you can do that. You can go in and you can click here, and then you can go into the system and filter. Real quick, Emmy, before I go to you, my friend, there's a ton of ways you can filter. You don't have to do the calendar view. You can also click when. So you can say like, okay, we're only available after, and again, it's always in Pacific, after 4 p.m. onwards. And I have a 14-year-old. Okay, you can do it that way as well. So you don't have to do the calendar view if that's not your thing. And then you could say, I only want classes with, I don't know, Amy, Katie, Malachi, and Nicole, right? So you could filter and you're only going to see that. Yes, Emmy.
Okay, so YSA has never let me down, except one time. There's one thing that I
Oh boy. Should I stop the recording? I'm nervous.
No, but it's just it. It's very important. And it's
I know where you're going. Let me guess. I have my crystal ball. You're going to say you want classes 5 days a week.
I want classes 7 days a week.
Excuse me, 7 days a week. My crystal
7
ball
days
is
a
murky.
week, 4.5 weeks a month, 365 days a year, please.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you not in 5 summer camps a day for 10 weeks this summer?
Yeah, but that's not the same.
You have 250 hours of summer camps, and that's not.
Yeah, but that's only for 2 months.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see what I
It
can do.
needs to be every day, 365 days a week.
I'm working on it.
See,
All
that's
right.
the one disappointment.
All right. Well, we're making progress. We're going in the right direction.
I could teach. I could teach a class.
I know you're going to teach here. You're going to be our first student who teaches here, but not yet.
Really? But
Let
like,
me
I
interrupt
have a
quickly,
job.
Emmy. I want to make sure I answer everyone's questions. And by the way, if you have to head out, feel free to do so. I think it's fine with the breakout rooms. Any other questions out there from parental units? Any parents' questions? Logistics? Anything? Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank you all. I genuinely feel the energy. I am beyond excited about this year. What we did this summer with this all access pass was pretty transformative. You can ask students like Emmy who are in camps for 50 hours a week, plus hanging out at lunch. You just saw Emmy and Henry hang out every day for 30 minutes, no matter what camps they're taking. They get to hang out on the virtual campus and bump into each other. Let me show you guys what the virtual campus looks like here.
It's great. It's so great.
Let's check it out real quick. So
The
virtual
only thing that was bad about the new one is that we didn't have Jelly Jumper, but Miss Katie added Jelly Jumper.
Yeah, so we pick some of the games. We try to cycle the different games.
I did like I've done a bunch of different puzzles and I do them without.
Wait till you see the new one. It's really cool. So everyone, this is the virtual campus. You can see my little Mr. Sam here. I put on my jetpack. We can go all over. This is the summer one. It's going to change pretty soon. But there's all kinds of games. So like,
Customize your avatar.
Yeah, when we get near someone, you get like video proximity video. So Emmy and I could meet up in here and we could play Connect Four. If we wanted to hang out with Jennifer, we could do that. And then when you guys get over me because I talk too much, you two can go away from me and you can go enjoy. You can hang out with Miss Katie, who's in here every day. So the whole idea is like as close to in person, I think, as you can find virtually.
Except it's better. And also, there's also if there's not like a mentor who's on, you can also use like the ready-made phrases and like emojis and whatnot.
Yeah, so we keep the campus open, even if a teacher's not in there, but there's no video, there's no audio, and there's no chat. You just get little emojis and pre-made phrases. So Emmy could walk around in here and do like a checker emoji, and then someone else and another student and Emmy could go over and play checkers, but they can't talk, they can't chat, they can't video, they can't audio. And then when Katie comes in or when I come in,
But
all
we
the
can
permissions
say
turn.
stuff like "How are you?" or something with the phrases, which is
Right. So it's limited and it's just for safety and security.
but
And
it's still fun.
and so you can still connect and have fun. Absolutely. So that's our little virtual campus. Friends, I'm going to wrap us up. I say this every time. Like the fact that you all stay till the end, it just means that you're coming close to the campfire, and that you're looking for something that's happening here.
Oh,
And I
Mr.
just
Dan, I have a question.
One sec. I mean, and it just means that we're, coming together at this special time. We're making decisions right now for this year. And I so hope that you'll take advantage of these 30 all access passes because I genuinely believe whatever track you're in, whether you're looking for homeschool, whether you're looking for college prep accelerated content, or whether you're looking for, that after school enrichment where you can save that love of learning, it's here for you and you're going to be with your people and you're going to see all the things that you've heard everyone say tonight. So I want to thank you. I'm super excited about 2026 and I can't wait to kick off with you. I mean, before I answer your question, April, say you said a few of the classes are under 12. That's totally fine. You can absolutely, if you email me, April, and say, I almost said your son's name. It wants, I know you're private about some stuff like that, so I don't want to say it. So if it R takes certain classes, thank you, Michelle. Um, you can absolutely take those classes. That's totally fine. Just let me know and we'll override the system. We can always do that. And that's for everybody, new families as well. Although I think everybody here is a returning family. But if you're a new family, we can override the system too. Like sometimes Emmy goes up in age and we'll take older classes. Sometimes Emmy goes down in age and we'll take younger classes. That's how we do it. Emmy, you had a quick question, and then I'm going to wrap us up, my friend.
So I already have a bunch of ideas for classes that I could teach. So when I'm old enough, and not like,
We still have a little bit of runway ahead of us, so that's okay.
Can I please, 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 please?
Don't rush it. Okay, it's fun to go here. It's fun to teach here, but it's more fun to go here. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a magnificent night. If you have any questions at all, reach out to Ian again, support@youngscholarsacademy.org, and we'll get you sorted out there. And let me give you the link one more time to the website. We got over 100 registrations tonight, and there's a lot of people messaging us. I have 71 emails, and Ian has over 200. So if we're slow to get back to you, I'm sorry. We'll do our best. But pretty please with sugar on top. Make sure you save your spots in these little classes because when you have a class with 5 spots available, it fills up quickly. Thanks, everybody. We can't wait for a strong year.
Bye.
Bye.